We are live. Get my chat box pulled up over here. There we go.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I adjusted the fan so it's not blowing into the mic anymore.
Alright. So, anyway, just to pick up kind of where we left off, Captain K was fiddling around with the various magical bits and bobs that she's found on the adventure so far. And, there was one that was really still bothering you. You just couldn't get that damn bottle open, you know?
The ornate bottle. I was just thinking
really,
about that.
it was really bugging the shit out of you, you know? You just couldn't stop thinking about it. And, and after y'all came up out of y'all, because y'all were in was it a rest field? What did we do? It was either Chad's secret crafting room or it was somebody's spell.
Well, no, we came out of there, I thought. And that's when we...
Somebody did something, whatever. Y'all rested in some magical thing. I don't remember. We'll look at it. I'll look back later and remember what it was. It's slightly irrelevant.
We were in Chad's
it was Chad's room?
house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Chad's safe house. Alright, so y'all as y'all have come back out, Kay pulls out that bottle and starts fiddling with it again. And suddenly the top pops off of it. And it jumps out of her hands, and through a bunch of smoke and pops and whatnot, this elf pops out of it.
I own 2 slaves?
No. I mean, you'd have to ask him. That's you coming out of the bottle. So.
Yeah, I assumed it's
My lady, I am not your slave.
I'm definitely not a slave. Thanks for the save. Can I have my bottle back?
Are you a genie?
No.
Do I get
I'm not a
wishes?
I know somebody that does. Can I have my bottle back? Hi, by the way.
My lady, I'm not sure we should trust
How
him.
are you?
I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jorith. I've been stuck in my bottle for a little bit on it. Just got corked a little bit too tight there. Yeah, that's just a vessel that I have from a patron of mine.
So it's like
And
your bedroom.
They put you in a bottle whenever they don't need you?
No, I put myself in the bottle. I was actually taking a nap.
You just got stuck.
It's really comfy in there, I gotta say. I know that might sound strange, but yeah, no, it's actually a nice space. It's got a pad, a couch.
It's a really pretty bottle.
Thank you.
I will hand you back your bottle.
Thanks. What's all y'all's names?
I casually walk up next to Kay and I put my arm out in front of her as I slowly try and push her back. Because I don't trust the strange elf person that came out of a bottle. I'm Cripple. This is Mistress K. Or Captain, if you prefer.
Okay, Captain. All right, and you said cripple?
Crimple.
Crimple. Okay, sorry.
The bugbear's hard to understand sometimes.
Okay.
He's a bugbear, so he's really tall and he has really long arms.
And lots of fur.
Oh. All right. I bet you give great hugs. That's great.
I don't do hugs.
That's unfortunate. So, I'm assuming I can look around.
Yeah, yeah. You have, well, how well do you see in the dark?
Let me double check.
Alright, we don't have the lantern either.
The entire party has previously all had dark vision, so aside from leading around the human that's coming along with
fair, I
them.
never turned off the lantern.
Okay, so there's light around where you are, but everything else, if you don't have dark vision, you can only see about 30 feet out from where you're at right now, I think.
Because I don't think we know how to turn off the lantern.
Nope.
I do have dark vision.
You also have dark vision? Okay, so Yeah, so you look around, you see, you can see what clearly seems to be a, some sort of crude village littered with, lots of dead fish people.
I wasn't there last time I went to bed. How long have I been asleep?
What year do you think it is?
What years are there? I guess what's the time frame?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's information that the Dungeon Master is definitely privy to, that he was paying attention to keep track of.
I answer yes.
Yes. That works.
I look at him, blink, and go, fair enough. I can't tell time.
How much... There we go. How much communion do you have with your patron, precisely? Does he talk... How often do you commune directly with your patron? Does he speak to you regularly, or are you kind of mostly off-leash unless he wants something specific, or she, I don't know.
Yeah, my patron is a she.
Okay.
She's, I basically give my patron gemstones every so often.
Okay.
Basically when I find them.
Okay.
It's been a while, probably. Just to, I guess I could... This is obviously out of character. My character's an archaeologist that goes on expeditions to find gemstones and things like that, which I give to my patron.
Okay.
So...
Neat.
Yep.
Alright. Do we have a name for her, or should we get into that later?
Yeah, I gave her a name.
Is it? I didn't see if it was on sheet.
Atai the Flawless.
Atai the Flawless.
Yeah.
So, as a warlock, would I recognize another warlock?
I don't know specifically, particularly since y'all are not bound with the same type of pact, per se.
I have a genie pact.
Yeah, because he's bound to a genie, and you're bound to an abyssal monstrosity, and that's not even on the same wavelength. I guess give me an Arcana check if you've give me an Arcana check mixed with a History check. I need both. We'll see if you know enough, if you studied about this, or if you just met a squid and made a deal.
I know nothing.
You have no idea about other warlocks. You met a squid and made a deal. Yeah, you do the same thing.
Okay, you said Arcana.
Arcana and History, yes.
Alright, Arcana I got an 18. And History... Where's my History? Oh, I'm blind. I also got an 18. I got an 18 both.
Oh, alrighty then.
11 Arcana, 18 History. I got a good History one.
Alright, let's see, so you got the good, okay, so, Kay, you're at least familiar with genies as a concept.
I asked for wishes.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're already familiar with genies as a concept, but you didn't know that warlocks made deals with them, and you didn't roll you're not really magically studied. You kind of just your patron kind of spoke to you in the middle of the night on your boat, and, you made a deal, because why not?
I was just imagining it's like it's what she recalls from the children books that she read before she was exiled.
Or probably more likely, you probably made a deal with your patron in exchange for him not devouring your ship once upon a time. You didn't really study this stuff beforehand, you just got out of the situation the way you did. Dr. Oakwood, however, is in fact quite studied and is very familiar with other types of pact magic. You can almost see the ancient watery magic dripping off of her skin. It's an aura around her. You are familiar with that she is in fact a warlock and that she is bound to some deep sea horror that may or may not even be native to this world.
Gotcha. So a kindred spirit.
Yes.
Understood.
At least someone willing to make a deal and follow through with it, if nothing else.
I'll visibly, be less tense since I see somebody that seems to be in at least a similar situation, maybe not exactly the same, obviously.
Right.
I mean, you did just get popped out into a village full of dead fish people.
So, could you guys fill me in on what's going on? I'm more than happy to help.
What is going? We're looking for something. A device.
I'll chime in at this
Oh,
point
yeah.
and go, well, our esteemed captain here is looking for a magical bauble that can power his ship. And
Not
it
this
seems
captain.
that these...
That captain.
Yes.
Yeah, the man
That
standing behind
captain.
everyone in the back clears his throat. Hello.
Howdy.
And it appears that these fishy savages seem to have the bauble that he so desires.
So you're telling me that the fish people ran off with the shiny thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I tried to say hello. They all got angry. So then we killed them.
you were sort of killing them until they were
Until they
surrounding
almost
you,
killed
and you all
Yeah.
all almost got captured. The person in the back that did not introduce
I'm not gonna
themselves
tell
to
him
you.
that.
Well, I will say, just to fill you in on what's going on overall out of game. So they were hired by the NPC guy in the back over here. He has a boat crafted by artificers that's completely mechanical and powered by magic, but he's tired of having to pay wizards to funnel magic into the core to keep it functioning. So he's trying to find a magical artifact he heard of, supposedly hidden in a secret spot on the ocean, in a temple by some crazy mage that went off to go be a hermit and hide all of his magic shit somewhere. So that he can plug that, basically duct tape it to the core and never have to pay anybody to run his ship ever again.
Alright, I can get on board with that.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. So he hired these three as a crew to help him in case things needed to be killed. And they found said island, and it was guarded by magical constructs and bound demons, and there was even a beholder thing, which we might get back to him later. But anyway, long story short, they broke the seal, found the magical temple where the thing should have been held, but as soon as they opened it, a bunch of fish people pulled them into the box and ran down a tunnel that dragged them all into the Underdark. And since...
Well, pulled
Gotcha.
Kay down.
Yeah, two of them. It dragged two of them down. The other two just kind of had to follow.
The two captains.
Both the captains got nabbed. And since then, they've found an immortal snake god, or at least self-imposed snake god, in a cage in the basement down here. And this village of fish people that keep referring to their god, the Soul Sipper, and the sacrifices they intend to make to it.
Sounds like we should stop that.
Yeah. And that's about where they were. They were getting overrun by the fish people because somebody, instead of sneaking, decided to say, "Hey, you guys," when they came up on the enemy encampment.
Didn't know how to turn off the lantern. They could see us anyway.
That's alright, it's fair. Anywho. Aside from that part that totally wasn't Captain K's fault, they managed to get out of it. Which I suppose Salil might, I'll leave that up to Chad, how much he wants to introduce about himself and his character, but...
Alright, so basically my character is Arya Stark. That was the whole the whole gist of what my character was doing. They're a faceless what is the Order of the Whispers bard, but she parades around as her alternate personality, which is a explorer, and pretends to be, a regular bard.
Gotcha.
And so she would introduce herself as Dezana.
Well,
and,
nice to meet you, Dezana.
I am an explorer extraordinaire, and I was intrigued by this idea, this special island and this, special bauble and the prospect of finding other shiny trinkets.
I must say that I think we are aligned. I'm also looking for more shiny things.
Well, though, after getting here, I'm skeptical if these fish people have such nice things, but yeah, I suppose it's worth checking out.
Maybe some mollusks with some pearls, maybe. Fish, water. Who knows?
Primble is a paladin of the open sea. So while Kay made a pact with the great sea leviathan monster in the ocean, I kind of worship it more or less, I became a champion of the same creature because I follow K wherever. The backstory being, I blanked for a second. Hobgoblins, their whole deal is they normally live in the Fae, but sometimes some slip through the crack and just appear in the material plane, like mine did as a child. And right before he was going to be, beaten to death, sold to slavery, whatever, Kay found him and rescued him, so he's essentially her slave.
I wouldn't use the word slave.
Publicly.
You had him sign a contract where he has no material goods, and he follows you. He follows you around and does everything you ask him to.
So you're married.
Indentured servant.
Yeah, more or less. To both.
We're partner.
Yeah, however you define it. Anyway. So...
Well, I've nowhere better to be, and y'all seem like the most living things around here. Mind if I hang out with y'all?
Trimble looks at you, doesn't say anything, and just sits there. He's gonna wait for whatever Kay is gonna say.
Oh, yeah, but you're a slave.
Okay, Captain.
Yeah, we don't mind. We could use some more hands. This guy back here, and she points to the other captain, is not super helpful. She says, thinking back to when he actually killed something and...
Yeah,
that's funny. I thought you wanted to be paid. That's strange. I'll take note of that in the receipts. Don't mind me.
I thought you wanted your magical device.
Well, I'm more than happy to help out. I'm a spellcaster, and this is my familiar Grizz. I'm pointing to a little bird on my shoulder.
I was like, there's a familiar here?
Wait, hold. We can fix that. Hold on.
Yep.
I legitimately for a second thought the familiar just didn't exist and it was in your head.
Oh, what's his name again?
Grizz.
Grizz.
G-R-I-Z.
1Z. Got it.
Yep.
There you go. The one bird.
Woo!
Oh well, I thought it was the only. I also have an. Would you prefer a duck or an owl to a chicken? I have options. Apparently, I didn't notice those. Chicken's
I like
fine.
chicken.
All right, it's a
I
chicken
like
then.
chicken.
It's a chicken.
There's your chicken.
Just make sure you keep track of it.
Lay golden egg.
I suppose I should also,
no.
while I'm at it, I need to make you unique, and I need to make him unique. There we go. That way I always
Is
have
Cortland in the
access.
chat? I couldn't.
No, he went. He went
to the gym.
Oh, okay. So
I guess I... Go
ahead.
Sorry. No, sorry.
You're good.
I was gonna say my chicken can fly apparently because
That's fine. It's a magical chicken.
Yeah.
Everyone knows magical chickens can fly.
Lay golden eggs. This is
No.
a very important question.
Well, out of character. Technically, Grizz isn't actually a bird, so.
But can he lay golden eggs? Because chickens don't normally do that either.
I'd have to ask Grizz that question. And
I mean,
don't think the answer's yes.
Y'all say that, but y'all already found a golden egg under a chicken recently. So
And then I accidentally killed it because I wasn't thinking.
yeah,
I should have saved the chicken
Yeah,
and
you
kept him
probably-
as a pet.
yeah, you probably should have. It's a shame.
For the record, before the campaign technically started, we met with some mysterious traveler who sold us random trinkets. And he said we'll meet him again at some later point, and he asked for golden eggs for a special reward.
Okay, so gold
that's
eggs are
why-
actually pertinent. Got
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
I was not just asking to ask, I swear.
No, there's
But
reason.
I already killed a chicken that laid a golden egg instead of just saving the chicken. I have
I see.
regrets.
I can see that.
Uh,
All right. So how do we want to move forward? Who's the frontliner?
I am.
All right, love it. So I'll stand in the back with the rest of my caster homies.
Did all of the villagers leave?
Yeah. So So after Salil tricked the priest servant in the main base into fleeing in terror, everyone followed the whip, as he was called. The whip ran, and everyone went with him. As far as you can tell, you don't see any survivors nearby. Anyway. So as far as you're aware, everyone got the hell out, and supposedly, as they were saying, fled to the temple.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that means the temple's not in the village.
No.
Yeah, they actually
Like-
they fled the way you came in. So it is not in this cave. Or at least the section of cave, anyway.
So, I don't know if we did this while we were resting. I do want to look around in all the shacks and see if there's anything
Yeah, that's
else.
what I was gonna ask.
I mean, no, I don't think y'all did that. Y'all can look around.
Okay.
We were wrapping up at the time of...
Do you want us to go to each shack individually?
Or do a generalized.
well, I'll go ahead and just tell you, all of the little flop houses around here that you look through just look like a bunch of bunkhouses. They just kind of look like mass living spaces for the large number of Kuatoa. They might need less beds now, but there's still a hell of a lot of beds. You don't really see any fancy belongings. You see like simple stuff. A couple of you see some man catchers is probably the most complicated anything other than some fishing equipment. Harpoons and spears made out of wood and bone. A lot of shields that are covered with
Is
a
there a
slimy
net?
substance. Yeah, there's some nets.
I would like to take a net.
Okay. You have achieved one net.
Alright. Well, if there's nothing else here, we're already rested. Does what's Jeannie's name?
Hmm?
What's Dark's character's name?
It's,
I don't see his character named on here.
Oh, he's currently on the chicken. It's Dr. Yeah, there it is. Dr. Jaren Reldon Oakwood. If you hold tab, his name is over his character.
I see it now.
Yeah.
What would you like to be called?
If you want to call me Jaren, Dr. Oakwood, either one is fine. You can just call me whatever you
You?
want.
Hey, you.
I mean, I might get confused when you're talking to the other youths, but you know.
Dr. Oakwood, do you need to rest before we move out?
I was sleeping in my bottle. I'm good to go.
How big are those man catchers?
I mean, they're definitely. You could use one if you wanted to.
Yeah, I want to take one.
They're. I mean,
I'll just, like-
it's as awkward as any other non-bugbear designed weapon, but the one you're using isn't technically made for your creepy long ass orangutan arms either. So
Yeah.
you can use it as well as any other polearm type weapon.
Well, what's the stats on it?
So a man catcher. I have it. Oh well, I have to pull it up again. Hold on.
Is that an actual weapon in
It
D&D or something?
it is. It has actual stats
okay.
to it. Okay, yeah. So it's a two-handed special weapon. Now it's yeah. So it only does 1d6 piercing damage, but if you're targeting a medium or smaller creature, it will you can grapple it. So you can because it's a stick, and at the end is a mechanism with two hooks out, and basically the idea is to get someone around the neck, and the end of it clamps shut around their neck, and you use that to hold people. Several of the Kuatoa had these, then attacked you with them, but
Yeah.
most of them
I'll
were in the
take
back
one.
behind the javelineers that you were killing. So
I don't imagine it. I'll use it often, but I figured I can find some use for it.
yeah.
How open is this space? Like, how tall is the ceiling? We're in a cave.
You're underground, but it's pretty expansive. It goes up like at least 50 feet.
All right. There's enough space to send my familiar to go scouting. Then.
Oh yes, absolutely. In fact, let me go ahead and fix something for you there. I will Since we've already discussed it, there you go. The chicken is flying. So now, if you hold control, you can adjust altitude when you drag the token for your familiar, and it will stay at the altitude you drag it to, and then you can just move it around like normal up there.
So I can do like that. And
Yes.
Like, that is super cool.
Yes.
We have no idea where the temple is. If your friend could possibly go find it.
Yeah. Do you actually want me to physically move my familiar around?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind, just for the... You know, that
I'm
way you
actually
can...
looking at the real map, and I literally can't find the temple. I've been searching.
It might not be on this part of the map.
Well, it might also be something that we don't call a temple either.
The familiar shares your senses, correct?
I share sense with the familiar.
Yeah, so your dark vision would apply to the bird because it's your familiar.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It actually has a better version of dark.
Oh, it
vision.
even sees. Okay, so it sees better than you anyway. Okay.
Yeah, it sees better than me. It has 120 feet of dark vision instead of 60.
Good.
So.
All right.
Yep.
So yeah, just start flying around.
All right.
I'll let you know if something terrible happens.
All right. So
And
just
you're flying around. You're definitely also surveying the same thing that they're doing. You see them coming in and out as they were checking the buildings as well. Nobody.
Gotcha.
You see Crimble coming out with a man catcher, and Captain K is playing with a net. But you don't catch anything of your. Everything looks kind of shoddy and broken down, aside from the big stone building in the middle there.
Gotcha. Does this actually go over, or is this like a wall over here?
So no. See these parts with gaps. Those go down into the abyss.
Got it. So I can fly over that.
Yes, you can fly over those parts.
All right. So over here to what am I seeing?
So right here you see a whirlpool, and you see like the tattered remains of half a boat that seem to just be stuck in a loop swirling around this whirlpool.
Gotcha. All right.
Is that our boat?
Yes, that was the one that y'all rode down.
That's where we fell down into the snake pit thing.
Okay. I guess how long should I have him going around till I have him back? I'll actually elaborate to y'all what I'm seeing.
I will explain about the whirlpool.
That leads down to that other map I showed you with all the mushrooms.
Okay.
That's where when they first got down here, the two that got kidnapped were chucked into the whirlpool, and the other two grabbed half a boat that ended up being shattered as it went down several waterfalls, and they held on to each other as they were sucked in after them down the whirlpool. And that's just what's left of the crappy boat that didn't fit down the person-sized hole at the bottom of that thing.
Gotcha. And so then I'll have my familiar fly around here.
Alright, let's see. Up here, Oh, and now I will say in this particular spot, there is a wall right here.
Okay, then go
So
in there.
this part up here is walled off. You'd have to go around this side.
Alright, so I'll come around
Yeah,
here. I'm not going to
so-
go much farther than this because this is about my the range that I think would probably be safe for him to go.
Yeah. So up there, you
I knew
see
I
it.
saw stairs.
Grizz flies around and sees an
Hello,
entrance.
friends.
Hello.
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 Playing D&D.
Ah, shit. I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Anywho, so Grizz sees a small cavern that leads into a chamber. In the center of this room is a small rock island isolated from the rest of the chamber, and the entire room has a heavy magical feel to it. And your eyes are most certainly drawn to what seems like some sort of obelisk or totem standing in the center of the island, in the center of the room.
Gotcha. Well, that definitely sounds important. I'm going to have Grizz come back.
Alright.
See him fly on back, and then I'll have him sit on my shoulder.
Okay.
I'm going to relay that I just saw an obelisk and looks like a pretty high magical area over to... I'm going to say that's west, I guess? I don't know.
It would be north on our compass here, yeah. There's a compass on the
Okay.
bottom left.
Oh, is there? Okay,
Yeah.
Yep, nope. Good. Got it. Something to the north.
Is there a way that we can reach it? Because he was flying, wasn't he?
Yeah, but you saw that there's a way up there. Y'all are gonna have to go west and around the north side and come back up where you can climb up there. So to be specific, since I know it's not necessarily clear because some of it doesn't look like, but this spot right here is where there's an entrance. Everything is there's like a dome around this room here.
Gotcha.
But there's a hole right there, so y'all would need to come back around some from the north side at any of those angles.
Gotcha. So we'd have to leave from here and come back around, basically.
You have to go back around the whirlpool and at least go. There's some rocks that look like maybe they're climbable right there that lead up to that. You can also go back the way they originally came through the water and climb up the waterfalls and maybe get back up to higher ground and come back around that way. Which they would know that direction at least.
Yeah, I'll have that information portrayed to them.
Yeah.
And I will leave it to y'all since y'all have actually been here. I've been in my bottle. Not sure which way would be safer. You guys know how you got here.
I'm thinking. So
that's usually up to Miss K. Crimble follows K, and Salil usually will do her own thing or follow along.
just more sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to head out the way we came and see what, once we get out there, we can see what the best option is.
Alright. So we'll, anyone who needs to swim, I will go ahead and make flying so you don't drop yourself in the water.
Oh, we actually got to swim through the water. How cool
yeah.
is the water?
If you stay near me, you have no disadvantages or movement restrictions underwater.
Did y'all end up having any more leftover things that let you breathe underwater?
No.
Y'all did.
I gave,
The bubble helmet to the captain, didn't we?
No, you gave it to me.
Oh no.
No, I gave it to
Salil has the bubble helmet
Salil.
because you got the. So wait, so who
And
has the cloak?
I gave,
Yes.
Crimble the cloak.
Okay.
There's
Is it
still
possible-
the... Sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, go ahead. No, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, there was one more thing that we didn't have an answer for what it was.
What was it?
I'm looking, hold on, at my list. It's a very extensive list.
Oh, and let's see, you want to turn off flying for me because I'm not going to swim.
Oh, okay.
Did I ever figure out what the eyeball was?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you replaced your eyeball with it.
Oh,
you
okay.
were access
It was a regular working eye,
Yeah.
even though it was artificial. Basically, it was a magical replacement eye.
Okay, maybe we found out everything. I think maybe the bottle was the last thing.
Yeah, I think it was the last thing you didn't. I think we did everything else.
Alright, so Dezana will look at the others and go, okay, well, I guess I'll meet y'all in the water then, and I'll jump towards the water like I'm jumping in the water, and then I'm suddenly teleporting over here.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's actually possible for me to teleport there as well. I have the ability to teleport, so.
I mean, yeah, if you don't want to touch the water, you're more than welcome to, if you don't mind using up movement abilities.
Yeah, well, Warlock, I have Misty Step. I also have my own
Yeah.
teleports.
He has the useful things. I have the weird things that don't make any sense.
I mean, the breathing underwater's come in fairly handy.
I'll jump underwater.
Especially so far.
Yeah.
You may find that my my skill set is a little specialized to Earth stuff.
Ah.
I mean, mine is
Mine's
the way
very
to water.
specialized to fight. Mine's very specialized to fighting humanoids.
This
Where
was
did
the
my
first.
chicken go?
It's down here. Hold on. There you go. I got it.
Thank you.
Sometimes they get stuck under the map. It happens.
Okay.
I have it set. If you ever lose them completely, I can always resummon it wherever I want. I set it up to. If you lose either of your main two tokens, I can always just redo it.
Gotcha. All right, I'll use one of my.
And also, if you you don't have to, but if you right-click on your character, you'll see there's an HP meter there. If you want to use that to keep track, unless you're doing it somewhere else.
I mean, I have my character sheet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you have it on
For Adri.
Beyond or whatever, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I have D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so then yeah, don't worry. Alright, yep, y'all can...
Just
you,
deciding which
you're-
way I'm using it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do...
So which way are we getting out of the water here?
So you have to climb up and out of this pool right here. This was where y'all jumped
how
in.
far from the water to the...
I mean, it's about 10
Up the
feet.
rock?
But it's the rocks are they're pretty slick and wet, but I mean they're also outcropped enough that you can.
I drop a rope.
That also helps.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like
No
generally.
rope checks, right? 'Cause
No,
we're used to-
it's fine. You're using a rope. People are helping you. There's.
I
I
can't get
grease
up
the
there.
rope.
You okay, Beth?
I can't get up.
Okay, hold on. Wait, Beth, stop. Wait, okay, what? Stop. No, stop. Let go. Okay,
It's like the opposite of help I've fallen and I can't.
there you
get
go.
up.
Move over. There you go. All right, we're gonna. Now you're not flying.
Okay, I was just thinking I can get up there.
Yeah, you should be able. The people who aren't flying should just auto lift you up there. Yeah. And the chicken will just float above you apparently at a fixed height, which is nice.
Oh, I selected both of them. So
Yeah.
I'm using them as a single unit.
Yeah.
Which is helping.
It's much helpful. Very good.
You need to
Yes.
make Crimble not fly.
Also, yes. There we go. All right. Yep, you're
Oh,
all
grabbing the
collectively
captain
making.
and bringing him along.
Oh yeah, I suppose he's coming too. Yeah, the guy who can't see definitely keeps up with Kay.
Wait, he can't. Oh.
He does not. He's the only one in the group that can't see in the dark. He's a guy. He's just a human.
Gotcha.
he has to
Gotcha.
stick next to the lady with the lantern.
For a second, I thought he was blind.
No, he's not blind, but
Gotcha.
he does walk into things blindly a lot, though. He was the one who got them caught by the fish.
Captain come with us?
Huh? Yeah, he's coming with y'all still.
How did he get over here?
He went along the. He swam.
Okay.
He likes to swim.
He can't breathe underwater, but as long as he as Crimble was saying earlier, as long as you stay near Crimble in that aura, everybody can swim for free. So,
Is there a reason we're not going the other way?
which other way?
No, I just, I think that's Trimble that went to the edge. It's hard for me to tell.
It's me. It was Kay.
Yeah, Kay went out that way.
I'm looking. I don't know what the best way around is because I didn't see through the chicken.
Yeah, they Kay was one of the ones that was nabbed by the Kuatoa, and she was being carried on a sticky piece of wood, and she couldn't really look around, and then she was unceremoniously dumped into that whirlpool. So
Yeah.
she hasn't necessarily had a great deal of experience with this part of the area either. It was Crimble and Dezana that got to actually walk through it, albeit in a hurry, and saw a bit more of it. They did also. This is where the boat that you were on that sunk down here. Are these boats to the left? That's where they found your vessel.
Yeah, we found you in. I think it was the first boat.
Yeah,
This
it
boat?
was by the shark.
So that's
Yeah.
where my pleasure cruise went?
Yeah. It didn't go well. I would possibly say ask for a refund, but I don't know if they're around to give it to you. So.
I'll find them. Hey,
I'll start working
what-
around this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I saw. That there seemed to be a path to the other way.
This way. Okay.
Yeah, well, that way we actually already walked, or at least I had. Maybe the
Yeah,
captain
you-
as well.
I think y'all walked around up there because you didn't go with them into the boats at first. You were checking around the cavern, so you're more familiar than everybody else at this area up here anyway. But yeah, so you're coming around, the roar of the whirlpool keeps going.
Don't fall in
Odd
there,
that the
it
boat
sucks.
doesn't
I
go in
shudder.
it, or that there wasn't water dripping out. You kind of assume something's weird about that whirlpool, but you probably don't really want to explore it that hard, so...
Is it all right? I guess what's the depth? Like if we just jump off here and come back up.
So down there, that goes into a black abyss. You have no idea.
Oh, okay. So the
The
rocks that are jutting out aren't actually there then.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Understood.
Well, I mean, there's
Jump
some parts jutting out, but any part where it cracks through and you just it just goes down and there's not any map, that's just going down into the blackness. Yeah.
That. I was talking about like if you look where
Like,
I'm.
what's
Right
the
where you're
gap
at.
range?
Yeah, like there's rocks right there. Like these that are actually sticking out. These are here. There's like
So we
like
could
some.
crawl down and then crawl back up.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
safely make it through there without really much threat.
Unless
Unless of course Salil attempts to
Oh,
jump, and
man.
unfortunately the rocks are really slick, and she kind of doesn't make that and falls, takes a tumble down there into the rock. You're gonna have to. What is that? It's about 10 points of falling damage right there.
Not that far.
No, it's only 5. It's only like 5 feet. Yeah, you're right. I was zoomed out too far.
I'll try to do a jump. How did you roll the dice?
Okay, so if you hit
So-
space, it will pull up the dice, and you can pick.
Gotcha.
You click on it once for the amount of dice you want to roll, and it'll put them above it, and you just click and drag that, and then let it fly.
Oh Jesus!
It'll you rolled a 7.
That was for Grizz.
Grizz rolled a 7.
Well, he can fly. So
Yeah.
I was selecting the wrong person, but I'll use that for me.
Okay.
It'd be my athletics, I assume.
For jumping, yes.
Yep. So that's a +0.
+0. You attempt to show Salil how it's done, and you kind of land on your ass right down there next to her, and also take 5 points.
All right, I'm
Trying to
jumping.
scramble up the rock.
It's going well, alright.
Okay, I assume I scramble up
Oh
the
yeah, no,
rock.
you managed to pick yourself up and get up. Okay.
Hold on.
You don't have a strength modifier.
Is it strength?
For athletics, it sure is.
Wow, what is with?
So the Three Stooges moment that's happening, everybody's tumbling.
7.
Huh?
I
So,
also fall down the
yeah,
hole.
yep, you fall down directly into Doc's lap. Crimble comes right behind you let's say barely manages to stop from crushing both of you under his heavy plate mail and down form.
I go to jump and I just fall flat on my face, one arm paired across both of them.
So, I'm gonna drop a rope for them, and as I say that, I'm gonna go, oh, it appears that there's some sort of magical, curse that prevents us from jumping clearly across the gap.
Agreed.
Uh.
Agreed. There's definitely magic afoot.
Does the captain make
It's
it?
like, but I'm gonna move slightly over here to avoid any such magical mishaps.
As he goes to the longer jump.
He's gonna go to the longer jump. He pulls out a steel hook on a rope, and
Okay.
lobs it over there, pulls it, and anchors it here, and kind of tightrope walks across it for an acrobatics check.
I don't know why I didn't do something like that. I have a Delver's back.
He
He's not.
falls down into the abyss.
And in attempting to avoid it, he falls down over here.
And
also takes-
Try and grab him if he did.
Oh, God, it really is cursed. Jeez.
Do I need to roll anything to climb up the rope? Or am I
No, if he's throwing a rope down again, I can assume that everyone's there, everyone's able to help each other up without too much worry at that point.
Gotcha.
Can't believe literally nobody made the basic jump check.
But like, the thing is, I don't think I even need to jump to climb up there. I can just reach one arm up to the top of that ledge and climb up.
You could have easily just put a hand on the ground, stepped down, and then stepped back up the other side.
Yeah.
But that's
But you
okay.
tried to
That was a beautiful, unnecessary D&D moment there. That just needed to happen. Oh God! All right. Anyway, now that everyone's over the cursed chasm of Valpathu, as it will now be known for the rest of forever.
The cursed 5-foot chasm.
I'm assuming this is the way we're going.
Yes, this is the way
Yeah.
that was intoned to you before, as previously.
What? Why can't I? Okay, there we go.
Sometimes it gets finicky.
Yep.
Okay, so where was this monolith thing
You,
that you saw?
you're looking straight at it from where you're at.
Yeah.
You see, it's
a. In this?
yes, sort of. Down there's the toggle rulers on the bottom right.
Hi, critical success
Yeah.
to hide, and I'm gonna sneak down into the chamber.
Okay,
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's anything around us that's scary?
sure.
It's of this.
Yes, that's
20,
the
not
total.
natural.
20?
Not natural.
Alright.
20 total.
Let's see. You definitely hear some skittering, but not even with all the between you and your bird friend both, you don't see anything. But you can hear stuff moving around out there in the dark. But no movement catches your eye. But you definitely hear something. But it's echoing, and you can't quite tell from which direction. Even it could be anywhere from a mile off to right on top of you.
Does it sound more like water or more like?
Oh no, you definitely hear the sound of something scraping against the stone. There's something moving for sure.
Something. All right.
But with the way between the running water and the echo of the way sound travels down here, you have no way to really place it.
All right. I'm also gonna roll a stealth check. I think that's probably nice, and I'll have Grizz also roll one as well.
All right.
All right. So I got a 12 plus 1, so 13, and Grizz is well, he's got an 8.
Ah.
So we're not stealthing her.
You start trying to sneak, but your familiar seems to take it upon himself to start clucking to himself. It's almost slightly to a familiar tune that might be the Mission Impossible music, if that indeed existed in such a dimension.
No, me not all over again. I'm gonna roll stealth as well.
Alright.
Damn it, Grizz! I promise we'll go to the movies later.
Okay. Wait, that was Crimble.
That was Crimble. What? You're apparently
mine?
you clicked on Crimble, but
I'm on Crimble. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Oh, you still have. I'm going to. Do I need to leave that permission? Is Crimble at the computer?
I am,
Currently.
Okay.
but
Just-
she can still keep.
Yeah, I'll leave
keep
it because
controlling.
we all know you
I don't
won't
mind.
be there forever. Anyway. All right.
so
So
I rolled
most of you are not being
6
very
for
sneaky.
stealth.
How much?
6.
A 6? Okay. Yep. You catch yourself humming along to the tune that Grizz is squawking.
Oh wait, I get advantage on stealth.
Don't you? Doesn't that get negated because you're wearing plate mail?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
12 plus other things.
The fancy plate mail.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
No.
notice his plate mail
Oh yeah.
smokes dramatically.
Yeah, there's always like fumes of smoke billowing off of like the
Oh,
shoulder
mist.
pads, the joints. Yeah, it's like a mist. It's not like a fire smoke. It's like you would see coming out of like incense burners and stuff. It doesn't give off a scent of any kind, but you just always notice it.
16.
Huh. All right.
It doesn't have any practical effect at all whatsoever, but that's the magic armor he found.
But I paid a lot of money for it.
Hey, at least you didn't buy the cursed armor.
It looks cool. That's right.
Right? It's dramatic.
To be fair, he needed the plate mail armor regardless.
Yeah.
All right. I
Anywho.
wish when I hovered over people, it'd say the name.
Hold. You can hold tab,
Okay.
and that should.
Tab?
Yeah, if you hold
Oh,
tab, it should
gotcha.
do it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, because it's hard to tell from the pieces.
Yeah.
Like K is easy to see because the
The
void
tentacle and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made that one.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they made those in Hero Forge.
Very cool.
That's why they all have custom ones.
Alright. So just to clarify again,
Mm-hmm.
this is what we're looking at,
Yes.
right?
So that you see the crazy rock totem with spikes coming out of it, surrounded by crystals and whatnot.
Oh, okay, I see the totem now.
Yeah.
I was like, I just see rocks.
You know, it almost blends in because of the crystals, but you notice it's not quite a rock formation. It's got very clear worked stone look to it.
I'm gonna jump in the water.
Oh
I
yeah.
was just gonna ask if you wanted me to maybe send Grizz out first, but I love it.
I'm really bad at waiting.
Yep.
Well,
Let's see. We'll go ahead and so you're in the water. Um.
I'm gonna go underwater and look around near the like around this thing.
Yeah.
I'll have Grizz Shadow K.
Okay.
Give some aerial support.
Oh my god.
So Kay goes for a leisurely swim through the murk down there and manages to not see anything at all. She just has a nice
to
little.
be fair, I have an 8.
What, the passive?
That's lower than my passive perception.
Yeah.
Murky, dirty water gets you out.
Well, no, it's not. It's not like dirty water, but it's
Is
just
it clear?
It's clear, but there's no light, and dark vision underwater also, like, the grayscale can mess with your perception.
What about above water?
Above water, I mean, you just see, you don't see anything up here either, like, other than the totem. Nothing in particular.
Well, I'm talking, can Grizz see in the water down? That's what I'm asking.
You can
You
at
should be
least.
able to see me. I have the lantern on still.
Oh yeah, that's right. You definitely see the light, so you can Grizz can definitely you can perceive the silhouette haloed by light moving through the water. So if nothing else, you can definitely pinpoint her location.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but yeah, no, okay. You take a lap around the island. Nothing seems to catch your eye down there.
There's nothing down here, guys.
So you're gonna go onto the land?
There's nothing in the water.
That's a good. Yeah, that's true.
Nothing that I saw.
So is this common where Kay goes out, by herself?
Well, let's see.
We go somewhere and then I'll follow.
So let's see. Kay walked into the temple and started talking to the beholder. Kay walked up to the village of fish people and waved and said, "Hey, you all." Kay jumped into the water and started exploring the boats unprovoked. Yeah, I'd say this happens semi-frequently.
Kay greeted all the fish people with a bright light in the middle of the night.
Yep.
You're just being friendly.
Caution is not generally Kay's buzzword.
Here, I'm gonna roll to see if I find anything. I also dove in the water.
To be fair, Kay's distracted because Kay's basically found a do-it-yourself pirate kit of various things that she's going to
So
replace her
true.
limbs with. Kay's found various magical things to replace her body parts with to become far more piratey than she already is.
What was that? I rolled a 17.
17.
21.
For what?
Perception to see if I can find anything that Kay did.
You also went through the water? Okay.
Yeah, I dove in.
When you go down in the water, you notice, even though it's dark and it's clear, but you notice at the bottom there's weird, murky, cloudy spots that seem to have settled in various parts. It's almost like the water is completely still, so it doesn't circulate. It seems like clumps of something have settled at the bottom.
Okay. Can I get can I see what that something is?
You can certainly go down and touch it if you'd like.
Are Kay and I currently underwater, or are we?
Kay's already on. Kay's on the island. If you went down to swim to look at what she was looking for, you would have gone under the water again. So Kay's up on the land at the moment. But if you're trying to make the same lap she did to look at what she missed, then you're down there.
I popped my head up to the surface like there's some patchy something that settled to the bottom. I'm further looking into it more.
Can't
You're
investigate.
crazy.
Wrong
There's nothing
character.
down there.
I look at Kay, and I go, "Yes, mistress," and then I pop my head back into water again.
You catch Kay fondling that crab claw thing.
Can I cut off my own arm?
Yes. Do you really want to? That
No,
badly?
you haven't told me what the thing does yet.
So remember how I was mocked viciously for having a character that did the same thing but for mechanical thing?
Yes.
But I want to be a better pirate.
What screams
Sorry,
better
get it.
pirate than magical prosthetic crab arm?
Alright. What is the thing at the bottom of the... The,
So are you just getting closer? Are you touching it? What are you doing?
So I just want to get close to it and try and get a closer look at it before I touch it.
As you get closer, it doesn't look any different up close per se. It definitely looks like clumps of a substance. It's almost like a mound of dirt, but something seems off.
Okay. So I want to get 10 feet away,
Uh-huh.
and I want to pull out my glaive, and I'm gonna poke it with the butt of the glaive.
Okay. The butt of your glaive goes and sinks into the pile, and it just sort of stirs it up into the water of a powdery substance.
Okay. I guess I gotta reach down and try and like scoop up whatever it is.
Alright, as you reach down and touch it, you scoop it, you let it the mucky clump sort of run and sift through your fingers as best as it can in the water. It seems to be ash that somehow has maintained its ashiness in the water.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Yeah. And there's multiple clumps like this?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go through and like... I have a couple of like extra bags in my bag. So I'm going to make a dedicated ash bag and try and like scoop up at least a bit of ash in each of these piles and put it in there. Just to see if there's anything I can find while looking through each of them.
Okay, well, as you're...
Every character you make, you collect random shit. Quite literally shit
know.
in this case.
As you're going around trying to sift through the ashy mud clumps, you notice like bits of metal, pieces of armor, a gold tooth, a pair of like crochet needles, random artifacts seem to be in each of the
Just
clumps.
nothing of note besides the gold tooth. I'm making sure keeping that.
Okay, I'm sure Kay wants it at this point, so.
What she doesn't know about, she doesn't get.
Is that how Crimble would say?
Per our contract.
As per our contract, you get to take anything of value, and if I don't deem it of value, you don't get to take it.
Gold's not of value?
Your opinion of value doesn't matter. It's my opinion of value that matters.
I'm pretty sure she has that written into the contract verbatim. It says, that's gold. Gold is gold, bitch.
So nothing of note, really.
I mean,
just
it's all like
random
it seems to be mundane stuff, and all of it's heavily damaged.
Alright. So I poke my head back up, and I said, this looks to be some sort of burial ground, or where they cremate the bodies. And I show them the bag of random trash, including the gold tooth.
I don't like the idea of cremate.
How
That's-
old does the stuff look?
I mean, it's water damaged. It's fallen apart. Several of them have been rusted through. Nothing's in usable, workable condition at all. It all looks. It's hard to date it per se, but it's definitely been down there for a while.
Okay, so we could definitely tell it's been there for a while. at
Mhm.
least.
I noticed there's a statue in the middle of this area. Have we looked at that statue?
Nobody's done anything with it yet. It was what drew you up here in the first place, but
Yeah, can I investigate it through my familiar's vision?
sure.
He's like, I'm doing this safely from back here.
A 12? My
For-
passive
for-
investigation's 15, but
Mm.
whatever.
Well, we'll just say you, since you can't really, investigate other than visually, you're kind of having trouble with it. What you see before you seems to be, it's definitely worked stone. Somebody carved this. The crystals around it, even almost give off, when you stop and listen just right, you didn't hear it before, but you even hear a slight hum. But it's not so much a sound, but a feeling in the back of your mind of a hum. It's got a lot of
Closer and
spike.
investigate.
The top of it is carved in what seems like a serpentine creature with a large spike protruding out of the bottom of its jaw and curving up, and surrounded by a large, like what I could only describe as an eldritch type of fish hook. Like it's hook. It's such
Father?
it's such a it's such a strange alien shape that you part of you somehow recognizes as something akin to a fish hook, but of no design that you've ever even would have imagined to be able to see before in your head until you've looked at it.
Soul Sipper, I would imagine.
I'm gonna start heading over there, and I'll yell out, "Kay, does it look familiar to you at all?"
You're coming physically, okay.
Yes, I'm gonna come physically.
Alright.
I don't know how long it'll take me to swim it, but whatever.
I mean, it won't. It's all easily ramped up, and as long as you're near the paladin, you have free swimming. So,
Yeah,
how does
you
it
move
work?
As fast as you
Yeah, you have a
walk.
swim speed equal to walk speed. Okay, so you can
Um,
swim without checks and whatnot.
Gotcha.
While they're all looking at the obelisk and swimming around, I'm gonna be rolling perception to see if I notice anything like alive other than us. Not gonna be great.
It's kind of how it's going today.
Yep. The rolls are not
That's
going
at
well.
least a 12.
12. Okay. As you're in that precipice of the room, and you listen again, that sound of something moving you heard before, it's almost muted, like it's farther away than here. It's oddly quiet, and a heavy. The room feels heavy as you enter into it. You don't feel any other living presence in here other than, the people that just came in, that you're familiar with already. Gareth, meanwhile, if anyone was interested, is not going in the room. He's sitting and waiting right here and going over his journals again.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check out the statue since he asked me if I recognized it.
Okay.
Do you just want a perception or history?
If you recognize it, give me a religion check.
Religion. I don't even have religion. What is religion under? Oh, intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
It's not going to be great.
Yeah, we're team dumbass, by the way.
8.
Nobody had intelligence.
What's everybody's intelligence?
I'm a 12.
I'm a 9.
Alright,
Now, if you ask me what my strength is, that's a different story.
gotcha. I have a 14 intelligence, so I guess
You are the smartest man in the room now.
Oh my god.
I don't remember what
Good.
Salil's is, but...
I'm the guy
Nope.
that got stuck in a
Is yours
bottle.
higher?
This
So mine is definitely 18.
It is 18? Oh, okay.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
it's definitely 18.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hold on. What? Oh, I know it's right. It's 2 dice. That is a 26. To tell you all that I am an incredibly intelligent human, elf.
I'm an incredibly intelligent human being.
Human, elf, the person, yes. Very, very convincing.
19. Damn it.
Is he lying?
Nope.
I can't.
I am totally telling the truth.
Yeah, you are.
Especially the human being part.
Where is...
No.
Cannot...
So Dezana pretends to be incredibly well educated.
Love it. So what did you find
This
out?
is definitely not-
I do not recognize this, I'm assuming.
Oh, what'd you roll? It was a 12.
It was like an 8.
Oh, it was an 8? Yeah, no, you do not recognize it.
Since I'm from the Underdark, could I make just a religion check here?
Sure.
Won't be very good, but there's a chance I might.
Meanwhile, I'm walking around to the other.
That's
Side
not
of-
gonna be good at all. That's an 11.
We need to do the rah-rah dance for better dice rolls.
Oh, wait, I'm forgetting something here. Hang on. I slap you in the back. Take a 1d4.
What? Oh. it's a
Guidance.
He's so bored. You forgot the one thing that makes you important.
I forgot about the guidance.
I mean, I can give you the bardic inspiration too. On top of that,
Yeah, I have the Blessed Warrior stance as a paladin, so I got 2 cantrips, one of which was guidance. Do you know how often I've used it? I think 3 times.
I'm sorry. For the party. It's all good. We're gonna use it more often.
Is this a pretty
Uh-huh.
pink thing in front of me?
Alright, so
Yes.
Beth and Salil, Kay and Salil, I slap you both in the back and I go, here, have some help. And my cut.
oh, I'm not nearby. I'm looking from over here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do it for Kay. Kay, go ahead and roll a 1d4 as well to add to it.
Maybe that'll jog your
memory.
My 8 turns into a 12.
What?
No, that's it.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I thought you rolled higher. It just wasn't enough.
No.
I'll say over, Doctor, what do you think? And I'll give you bardic inspiration.
Love it. I'll what kind of check do you want me to do?
If you're trying to recognize it, religion.
Alright, religion.
I also
It's-
slap you in the back too.
I don't know how you're slapping me on the back from there, but I'll take it.
He's got really long arms, man.
arms.
To be fair, he is
Not
up.
a
You will
D8.
notice he is almost never at his computer because he's currently
Yeah.
not at his
Yeah,
computer.
somebody has even worse ADHD than the rest of us and doesn't learn
Yeah,
to
I see.
control it. So
How
he
much
gets.
do I add for inspiration?
So guidance. The inspiration is what that changes. What level is it
It's
for
a
right now?
D8.
Is it just a D8?
Yep.
And then guidance is a D4.
So 11 plus 1
Unless. I thought you rolled a fail there. Okay, never mind.
plus 2, so 14 plus 2, I think? Yes, 16.
16. Okay. You've for one, your memory's slightly refreshed from some studies you've seen by the both from the dead bodies you've seen recently and the some of the carvings sitting around the village that you just left. You recognize a similar style of the stone carving here on the stonework. This was seems to have been made by the Kuatoa, but there's some particular differences to the totems that were in the village. This one seems older. And it also, as you look more closely at it, you also seem to notice that it's cracked. It doesn't seem like this totem has been maintained or visited in a while.
Well, guys, this definitely looks like Kuatoa work, but maybe a different tribe? Or something much older. Definitely not the same.
Perhaps something they worshipped before the thing they worship now.
Maybe. The cracks, does it look like there's something underneath, or does it just look like it's kind of falling apart?
It's just chipping and falling down. Though as you also as you notice more and you're getting closer to examine the cracks, you notice a skeletal hand. And looking from growing out of the crystal, there's actually a Kuatoa skeleton, impaled by the crystal, reaching out as if to touch the totem one last time.
Huh.
Is that a serious action that's happening?
Hey, that
Yep.
sounds like...
Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh. Are we knocking over the statue?
So Kay notices an altar with a large pink, what seems to be a giant pink pearl the size of, say, a bowling ball, held down by 2 tentacles. And so, of course, Kay being Kay, reaches out to slide it from out from under. The 2 tentacles lift up and release, and she takes the pearl, and immediately the heavy presence in the room flares up, and the pearl floats out of her hand.
No, it's my pearl. I took it.
It floats out of your hand. You try desperately to grasp onto it, but it slips right through your fingers.
If I had the claw, I would keep it in my hand.
Could I cast my mage hand to go grab it?
You can try.
Ooh.
I have telekinetic mage hand, by the way, so my mage hand is a bit stronger than normal mage hand.
Okay.
I can actually shove with it.
Give me a... Let's see, what do I want to roll for that? That's... I guess for you it's charisma, then, I suppose, since that's your
Yeah, it's
casting.
charisma.
Yeah, give me a charisma check.
Alright. Come on. 24.
24. You start. You don't see anything, but you feel through your telekinetic hand. You feel a force trying to pull it away, and you're fighting your damnedest to pull it back. And you seem to be winning. It's pulling closer toward you than but it seems to be trying to float up and away toward the center of the room. And as that happens, where the heck is something relevant to what this is supposed to be? Because I didn't have the token on the board.
Is it because you didn't expect us to touch the pink pearl?
No, I just apparently
No.
forgot to put the thing
No,
down.
he expected us to touch
Honestly,
the
I
pink
think
pearl.
knowing Beth being involved here, I think we all knew what was going to happen with
Like
that
the
pink pearl.
shades.
So let's see.
Why is there only 2 people in the actual turn order? It's only Gareth and Soul.
I haven't. Nobody's rolled the initiative yet. It will fix later.
Okay.
There was a time. I believe the last time we had an encounter that required a turn-based mode, they were the only 2 in the room relevant at the time, aside from the things that got killed. But
I was just making sure we weren't immediately incapacitated.
oh no! It does. It's not quite that bad yet. But
Yet. Did you catch the yet?
don't worry about the
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
The yet's not important. Don't worry about the yet.
Water elemental. That is
buddy.
It's not
So
good
there's
for me.
that, and another one.
That one's much bigger.
They're both the same size. Unless I hit the wrong button. They're supposed to be the same. No, they're both the same.
It would just be a trick of the positioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely did
I think
look
it's
bigger
camera
for a
view.
second.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to roll my initiative already.
Yeah, just make sure to
I'm
keep track
not
of
going
it.
real fast.
Keep track of it, because I won't be able to do... Oh, I'm trying to do this. I will not remember. Now, can I do that thing? Where is... I don't even know how to get that thing, actually. I may not have that particular piece of... No. Okay, so I'm just going to find something else to represent that then. Let's see. This? We'll use that. Why not? It's not accurate, but I don't have time to find something that is, so...
Magic weapon.
But not really. I'm gonna... Yeah, they all have default names. There we go. And it's... Well... I tried to make it float, and it instead went into the floor and is gone forever. Let me try that again. 1 second. Put another one of these down. I'm going to try to actually make it fly this time. There we go. That's where it... So you're pulling this toward you. This is the orb.
Gotcha.
I'm going to name it as such again. It's orb. So as you're trying to pull the orb to you, ghostly wisps seem to form around it, and it's like you see what looks like a shoulder on one side. You almost see a glow that looks like an eye, as if there was a face there in the middle of the pearl. But the body is like wispy and incomplete. Like you see part of an arm wisp off into nothing. It goes into a part of a torso that sort of just gasps and withers away as it moves. It's like it's trying to form a body around it, but it just can't seem to reach corporeality.
Sounds like I should keep my hand on it.
And you hear that hum in the back of your mind that you heard now and flares a little, and you hear this voice in a gasping, drifting sound that sort of fades in and out of your head. You can take what is from here. And as that happens, you see what seem to be strange serpent-like creatures formed from the water itself come out of the water and rise to meet you, and the combat begins now. So if everybody can give me a initiative, that would be...
9.
Here's this. Yours was 9? Alright.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mic was down. Was up. I rolled a 19.
21.
5 for Dr. Oakwood.
7, 5, 9. Where are all my... Okay, so let's see. So I had a 9 for Salil. I had a 9. No, wait. You were 5, you were 9. Murphy, what was yours?
19.
You're in front there. Beth?
21.
Beth was the fastest for there. Let me roll... Alright. We're also going to go ahead and rename... Oh. Okay, come on now. Take these off, put them back on. BL. Good God, no. Well, that's too late now. There we go. There's the turn order. K is in... So, K, you rolled the highest initiative. Holy crap, my brightness is killing me. Give me...
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know why that did that. It did that when I changed the music, I think. There we go.
That's real dark.
Is it too dark?
I guess not too dark. Just it's pretty
Darker
dark.
than it was, but I...
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay, y'all can still see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's fine. Yeah, we turned the brightness up before because nobody could see under the water when we were swimming a lot.
Yeah.
Because remember, it's pitch black down here. The only light down here is the light you have with you.
Well, it's all
Anyway.
good.
So, okay, your first.
I summoned my
initiative.
tentacle.
All right. Did I ever make
So
that?
what is there? There's the two
So,
elementals that I can see, and then whatever is trying to pull this.
The orb itself seems to have something trying to form a body around it. It almost seems like a spiritual being, but the body is incomplete, and parts of it keep drifting in and out of existence. The only parts that manage to keep a shoulder and what appears to be almost an eye formed on part of the orb. But everything else just wisps in and out, like clouds being blown about by the wind.
Here you go. Can I have my tentacle, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Tentacle, tentacle, tentacle. Was it here? There it is.
Whoa.
It's not that big, right?
What is that tentacle doing?
It's a 10-foot long tentacle.
Well, it's long, but it's not necessarily ginormous, is it? Well, whatever. We'll do that just for the ease of not having it be all over the place, and we
Can I
will.
have control?
Yeah.
Yeah, so her warlock thing is that she can summon tentacles that attack with her. Think Alawi. She's Alawi from League.
Okay, I have not played any of the new characters in League, so I have no idea what you're talking about, but I understand.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, and also flying.
Oh!
Hold. Can you, there it is.
Alright, next to this thing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna whap it.
Okay, that's A. Alright, so...
15 melee spell attack. Plus 8, so 21 to hit.
That is it. You finally did it! You hit something with the tentacle, Beth!
I hit something with a tentacle.
She has missed every tentacle attack the entire campaign. It's been quite depressing. She gets
In
to
fact,
make
she
it
was
every
going
round.
So bad that her god was slapping the shit out of her. Like, how dare you miss with me so much?
Yeah, I have taken a lot of damage for my own god.
I see.
Well, I guess patron.
11.
Don't let it hear you correct that.
Let me reach.
Is it flat 11 or does it have a plus?
Hold on. That's
Nope.
wrong.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Did you roll the wrong dice?
Yeah. It's 1d8.
Oh, it's only 1d8?
Yeah,
You're not 2d8 yet?
not till 10.
Oh.
We haven't leveled up since we started.
I know. I thought that it was more than that. She hasn't had to roll damage yet. What do I know?
So it's a melee spell attack. Does that mean I get to add my spell hit stuff afterwards?
Yeah. Yes.
Like your Eldritch Blast.
So I
Well,
get to add my charisma, right?
Only if it says specifically you get to add that damage.
I thought it
You,
Okay, so
you can
yeah,
add to
it's
the
just
attack.
4
Yeah, you
cold
can add the
damage.
attack roll. I don't think you get to add to the damage because Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast, you have to take a specific thing for that to even happen.
Just 4 cold damage.
4 cold damage.
Yep.
Alright, I will re-pull that up just to be sure. Where's my HP though? Yeah.
And then I'm going to jump into the water. If you could make me fly.
Oh yes. There you go.
Into the water. And I'm gonna send one. Nope, I'll just send both Eldritch Blasts to the same guy.
Alright.
First hit doesn't hit,
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Well, you can give me the number and we can find out.
13.
13? 13's a hit.
Oh. And then a 1.
1 is not a hit.
Critical fail.
Yeah.
Oh,
You, You managed to, zap your own tentacle with the Eldritch Blast.
My tentacle is corporeal.
Yeah, but it mixes with your own magic. And now it zips over here now.
no. It's zippy.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It flees.
How much does my Eldritch Blast do?
Should be a D10.
Hold on, I need to...
Should be a
It's a what?
D10. It should be a D10. And if you took the invocation that lets it use your charisma
Then I
mod,
get to
then
add.
Which she did.
you did.
So,
Okay, yeah.
9.
9 damage. Okay.
9 force damage.
So after accidentally zapping your tentacle, you redirect and force your watery laser beam back at the water creature for 9 more damage. Let's see. That would be. Okay.
You get 2 of them, right?
Yeah, she crit failed on 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
okay. Gotcha. I
All
didn't
right.
realize that was part of that.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
Crumble.
Yes. Okay, no. Sorry, I had to check my phone for a second. I thought I had a call. Alright. So K is over there, at least for the moment, out of danger. We have Weird Water 1 and 2. How far away am I from the Weird Water now?
3 tiles.
He's in range.
Yep.
Alright, I take a swing at the Weird Water with my glaive.
Okay.
Yeah, for the record, when I'm attacking with my glaive, I get a range of 3 squares.
Yeah.
Because Bugbear and glaive and other shenanigans.
That's why we keep bringing up the crazy arms.
14 plus whatever, 5 to hit?
5? Oh, 14 plus 5.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, that is a hit.
What is, I never remember what the damage is of this thing. Hang on. Oh, it's D10, I believe. Yeah, D10. Sorry. I wrote it down and then it didn't stay. Ah, well. That's 2 plus 2, so 4 damage.
4 damage?
Yeah.
Alright. You don't really feel purchase with your weapon.
Yeah.
You just kind of slip right through it. You definitely, you hit it, but you definitely didn't feel it much. You only deal 2
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that I didn't do any damage.
No, you're not immune, just resistant.
I just assumed it wasn't corporeal.
And it's not, it's made of water. That's why it has...
Well, I meant, I just assumed it needed magic.
yeah.
I'm gonna flap it again, only this time I'm gonna use a smite to go with it.
Okay.
Wait, did you say it was made of water?
Yes.
Ah, I missed.
Do you have the shape water spell?
I don't think so, because I keep running into the problem where I need water and I don't have it.
Actually, wait, that's a good
Yeah.
point. I also have something for this too.
I don't have shape water. I have stone shaping.
Well, I don't have shape water, but I have something else that might be good in this situation that I'll use next turn. Yeah, that's really my turn. I'm just gonna try and I'm gonna try and maneuver in front of the world. I'm blanking on your name. I'm going
You
to do
can
that. A lot.
Dr. Oakwood.
I'm gonna move in front of the doctor and take up a defensive stance. But besides that, I'm done.
Okay.
Alright, so
Alright, so that goes to... Which one is this one? That one. So let's see, what the hell does this thing do? Of course it does. Of course it does. Alright. Okay. Alright, so this one swims directly toward K. Murphy, if you wouldn't mind reminding me, what's that? How big is that aura you have of...
It's 10 feet.
It's only 10 feet? Okay.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
she's not in range.
Okay. So plus 5. Let me roll that. Yar. So that is an 18 to hit, Beth.
Hit.
Okay. That is...
I imagine what's about to happen is it's gonna drag her underwater and try to drown her.
So that
But she
is
can swim.
16 damage.
Ooh.
How much HP do you have, Beth, total?
58.
Okay. I just want to try to keep track on here for my
Yeah,
purposes.
she has more health than I do.
Mm-hmm. Down to 42. Okay. So, so the weird serpentine water creature, even though it doesn't seem to have a physical form, it still manages to pull around you like a snake and squeeze. A hell of a hard squeeze. And it, you are now grappled and pulled 5 feet in towards it.
Am I inside the water creature?
No, it's just wrapped around you like a snake. But you are currently restrained. And it then is going to try to drag you underwater. With the rest of its movement.
no!
Yeah. So I'm not going to move y'all all the way down, just so we know.
What will I ever do?
It is now attempting to drown without having any concept of the fact that the person it's trying to drown can breathe underwater. But it is wrapped around her and holding her in place. Alright, so that's that turn. We come to Salil. Dezana, whoever you are right now.
Well, Dezana will cast Bane on the 2 creatures.
Okay.
Well, there's 3. There's the orb thing and 2 weirds.
Okay, well, all the enemies I will cast Bane on.
Okay. Does that even have a... Is Bane one?
Yeah,
Is
they
Bane
have to
auto
make
success or okay?
They have to make a Charisma saving throw.
All right, let's see here. No plus. Okay. So let's go 1.
The difficulty is 15.
So A manages to succeed. B does not.
I'm actually going to use silvery bars on A. It has to re-roll.
All right.
Or actually, technically, I will roll at a disadvantage. So just roll one more time.
Right. Well, I lost that dice to the water. It is given to the sea once again. Let's keep throwing them down there. It
Roll
fails
the
the
fucking same
It did
thing.
roll 18 again. Oh my god.
Well, I will pass the advantage on to Beth. On
Okay.
K.
All right. All right.
And then the orb.
Oh yes, the orb.
So is the orb actually a creature?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on the initiative roll.
Okay.
It just it doesn't show the whole. There's not enough spots. Oh well, never mind. It didn't. It did.
Pluses or negatives?
It's got negative, so yeah, it failed too.
Okay, so they will roll a 1d4 whenever they make an attack or saving throw,
And subtract that.
and subtract a d4.
As long as you hold concentration, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll prick my thumb and drip a drop of blood as I use my spell casting ability and
All right.
curse the 2 creatures.
Write a nice haiku in blood for them.
Right.
All right. There we go. Doc, that's your roll.
Is Kay still above the water, or
It dragged her under the surface of the water.
Okay, so
And specific, you now you can't even see the creature. Now that it's underwater, you just kind of you can see Kay's silhouette from the light that she still has on her, just wriggling and like she's tied up by nothing.
Gotcha. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bonus action to use Elemental Gift on myself.
Okay.
It gives me a fly speed of 30 feet,
Yeah.
so I can get into the air. Can you give me flying?
Yes, I can. There you go.
Thank you. So how do I do distance?
So it actually measures it by tiles. So each tile is just like any other you do on a grid on Norman. 5 feet is 1 tile, and it should tell you how many tiles you're moving. Yeah, well, when you're moving it should tell you how many tiles you're moving, so you can keep track.
Okay, so I can move up. I'll move up 3 tiles.
All right.
15 feet. And then I will use my. I'll cast Eldritch Blast at the one at my feet.
The water weird over here. Okay.
Yep.
Water weird BL. Because I'm bad at typing.
I'll just roll 2d20s.
Yeah.
Just, get that going.
That's a 3 and a 1.
Critical fail and a 1.
Jeez.
It's +8 on both of them, so an 11 and then a critical fail.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Alright.
I'm debating if I want you to fry your chicken here for that. That seems a little extreme, though.
Who's chicken?
Well, you don't zap anyone by accident, but you definitely. I mean, it's an auto fail. The chicken was way the frick above you anyway. There's not like I can't foresee some way you screwing up so bad that you would shoot the guy directly below you. So. Yeah. No. Yeah. So just 2 misses.
Okay. Alright, well I guess it's looked out that the critical fail wasn't that bad, I guess.
Yeah.
So my mage hand is still active on the orb, but it's not pulling since I can't do anything with it this turn, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I guess how do I end my turn?
So I have to hit the button.
Alright.
So does your familiar do anything?
My Grizz uses his invisibility.
All right.
By the way, just so people aren't confused, Grizz is technically an imp. That's what he actually is.
Yeah, because imp can be whatever form they please, more or less.
All right. So now, Water Weird BL. I really hate that typed that way, but I don't intend to fix it. So, so let's see. How far can it? That's it, huh? So it's gonna move close up here.
It moves 5 feet, and I slap it with my glaive as a reaction. And I
It
still
has to-
have the blood. Huh?
It has to move 1 tile before you can do that.
It did.
Yeah. I'm going to myself because I'm remembering what you're gonna do to it. So
Yeah,
I was about to put it back where it started. I was like, no, you only have the 15-foot reach when you're making the attack on your turn. So give me the roll.
It's 9 plus 5, 14.
That's a hit.
Yep. Okay. So this is with the divine smite that I added to the blade, but missed last turn because it carries over. At least that's my understanding.
I think it's just that you don't choose to smite until you make the hit anyway. So.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, because like that's. So you wait till you find out if you hit the attack or not, and then you decide if you want to hit him with the smite at that juncture. So you can't like waste a smite as a paladin.
Yeah. I slap it with a smite. That's
It's
1d8.
2d8. Is it still 1d8?
2d8.
I thought it was
you're
2d8.
right, it was 2. Is this considered an undead or a fiend?
No.
Okay, so it's just 2d8.
Plus you still roll the base damage as well.
1d10, yeah.
Just make sure you keep track of which one is the non-magical damage, because that one has to get cut in half.
So 12 non-magical and 3 physical. I'm sorry.
12 magical
and
and
3 physical.
Okay. So it takes... What? So it would just be 13. Okay. You manage to sweep it with a mighty bright light as the entire water sprays out like as a rainbow as you slash it. It definitely felt that one. There we go. And that makes its that cuts its speed to 0, right? Because of your thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, since it can't do... Well, can it? Hold on. How high did you go? No, you're too far away up there, alright. But 10 feet is definitely within reach, so it's now it's pissed. It's going to try to grab Crimble.
Okay.
So... Boop. Yeah. Nope, it's in the water. That's a 9.
Nope.
I'm going to clear out all the dice before they start stacking up too much. And that was that turn. We go to the orb. The orb attempts to pull away from your telekinetic grip. Give me an opposing charisma roll, please.
Alright, here we go.
I feel like this would be a
18.
minus
you...
4.
Yep. Oh, yep.
One day
I'm
more.
gonna go ahead and roll it, but I'm pretty sure it already lost. It definitely, yeah. Alright, you win. It attempts to wrest its grip from you, but you just kind of tighten your mental grip, and it cannot pull away. In fact, you even manage to... You can drag it or move it towards you or Crimble if you would like.
Crimble, you want to handle it?
Sure. I need to go rescue Kay first, but I can
All
start
right.
wailing on that next.
Okay, I'm gonna move it towards the ground, but out
Okay.
of the way so he can get to. Okay.
Alright, you move it. You manage to drag it against its will, and it's just on the ground now. It's not even floating. Wait. Oh wait, no, that's not the ground. Never mind. It was higher than I thought. I had a bad perspective. Sorry, but it's closer to the ground now. It's another 5 feet down. Anyway, that's all the orb does. You hear parts of voices in your minds again, but you can't even make it out. It's so destitute. It's like listening to somebody yell an echo down a cave from really far off. You can't even make it out. It's
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm underwater now,
you are.
and I talk to the elemental. Hey, man. We don't want to hurt you. We were just looking for something.
Explain to me how your thing works again one more time.
Okay. One sec, I'm just scrolling to it. At 6th level, you're now even more at home in the depths. You gain resistance to cold damage. In addition, when you are fully submerged, any creature that is also fully submerged can understand your speech, and you can understand theirs.
Okay.
That's neat.
Yeah, you should see how many times I've tried to submerge people in water to try and talk to them.
The serpent rolls around through the constriction to get to eye with you, and it sort of narrows its eye. Give me a persuasion check.
You have no idea how many times she's done this.
This is the first time she's managed to get something underwater, and it's because she did it itself. She's tried to talk so many things.
She meant to do it partially
Okay,
with other
Yeah, that's
people.
true.
22. And also, I got the shark to go away.
That's true. You did
Yep.
talk. You did talk the shark down.
With Toa, she tried to talk to some of them. They didn't listen,
Yeah.
but you know.
Its grip doesn't loosen, but it doesn't tighten either. It's just staring you down. It can't speak, by the way. Also, all of that description is irrelevant because it's fucking invisible in the water and you can't see any of the things it's doing. You just get you just really had the feeling. It was a very vivid imagination of you imagining how that looked.
Is it invisible in the water because it's invisible, or is it invisible in the water because it's a water?
Well, I think that's both. It's invisible underwater because it says it's invisible in water, but I think it's invisible in the water because it's made of water.
Because it's just water, yeah.
You can't see it when there's no way to differentiate it.
Okay.
You can just
so I'm
feel
gonna
the
cast
physical force.
Fairy
of it.
fire.
Okay.
Makes sense. Give me an outline.
Yes.
Good, because that'll help me on my turn.
So I actually have to be really careful because this affects all creatures in the fairy fire, and
You're gonna zap yourself
I know.
because you're literally like it's touching you. It's wrapped around you. I
I
can't.
know.
All right.
If I remember correctly, it doesn't do damage. It just creates an outline and makes it easier for enemies.
But it allows anybody attacking against you to have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 20-foot cube
Mhm.
within range.
Oh my god. Is that gonna hit us too?
No.
No, y'all are.
It might
Yeah,
That's basically like 10 feet out.
Well, okay.
That's like everything within 10 feet of her, isn't it? Or is it everything within 20 feet of you?
It's just I have 60 feet to cast it, and it's a 20-foot cube.
trying to remember how they did.
It's 10. It'd be 10 by. If it's 20-foot cube, it'd be 20 feet. If it's centered on K, then you can measure 10 feet out from.
But I can make it not centered on me and just
Yeah.
like over the line like this.
So it takes up. It takes up a 4x4 cube basically.
Yes.
But so if you're targeting where you're at, because you're gonna have to hit this thing, she can definitely do it without hitting everybody else. And I don't think there's a way she can line it up to hit anyone else anyway, other than herself in this
Could
thing.
she do it on the orb as well?
Maybe. That might be in range. That would be tight, but it might be in range. Let me see. Where's my line?
It's 4.
Yeah, y'all are about 4 tiles away there.
I will do that.
Okay.
Is it gonna hit? Who's this right here?
Doctor?
Is it gonna hit Crimble?
No, it won't hit Crumble. Crumble's too far away. He's an extra, like, 5 feet away out from there, so he'd be just outside of it.
Okay, so each object and any creature in the area is outlined.
Mm-hmm.
If it fails a dexterity saving throw.
Dex, okay.
And that means I have to do it too.
Your number is what?
Dexterity saving throw?
Well, the thing I'm having to beat. Your spell attack.
Oh, my
Or your
spell
spell
save?
or your dice difficulty, your DC check.
16.
16? Okay. That's a fail. Even without the D4 thing. The other one is also probably, I think, going to be a fail here with the Bane. Yep. Alright, so you've outlined the wispy incorporeal form of the around the orb, and
Do I also do a dex save for
you
myself?
have to do one for yourself, yes. Unless you have one of those feats or whatever that lets you, well, you've succeeded the shit out of it anyway, it looks like.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm not
Oh wait,
outlined.
are you at disadvantage? You're at disadvantage for a dex save because you're restrained. So you gotta roll it again.
Okay.
Come on, double 18.
You still got it.
Pass either way.
Nice.
Killing it.
Alright.
So,
So, let's see, do I have a... No. There, it's shiny now. It's also shiny. Alright, so, you cast the spell, and you, have surrounded the serpentine form that surrounds you in crazy pink disco lights, as well as the flowing wispy cloud form around the orb over there. And it doesn't take any
Okay.
immediate damage, right?
no.
No, it's
It
just
doesn't take
marking.
damage from it.
Oh, yeah, it's just advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. You got anything else?
I'm gonna ask if maybe there's something we can do for it so that we don't have to hurt each other.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Because you just zapped it. So the 8.
13?
You just have a 5 in persuasion? Oh, I guess we're still. Yeah. Never mind.
You had how much you said? 13?
13. Oh.
Now that you can see it, it gets up in your face and very specifically tightens around you further.
Okay.
That all you want to do?
I don't think I can do my next thing. I feel like I should wait till next turn, because I want to do an intimidation check next. I want to yell at the snake.
You don't want to use a bonus action or anything?
Oh,
There's no crazy
I'm gonna move-
mechanic that you continuously forget to.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the tentacle here, but I'm not going to attack.
Okay.
That's thunder.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that flanking?
Yes. No. I don't know.
Have we been using flanking? It's not technically official
Not
in
really.
5e.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a what is it called?
It's like a sub rule or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense. I will say I wouldn't be flanking right now because she's restrained, so it's just kind of it's being threatened on one side. It's not really flanked by her since it's wrapped around her like food.
I'm just asking if you guys do flanking or not.
I'm fine with running flanking. I don't think it's come up yet before, but we can definitely roll flanking. I like flank. Flank is good. Alright, so Kay's done. We come back to Crimble.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something I haven't done before. I'm gonna activate my channel divinity,
Mhm.
but not the one that creates fog.
Uh-huh.
This one creates swirling water around my feet and my weapon as a bonus action that lasts for 1 minute. And when I attack, I can push the enemy up to 10 feet, and if they bounce off of a surface or another object, then they take extra damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna slap the orb out the air into the ground.
Okay.
Is this an attack roll?
Oh, god damn
That's
it.
not a good one.
Is this an attack roll?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
You get advantage.
I do.
Oh, yeah, because of the fairy
Right,
fire.
Right. Because
Thank God!
There you go.
this combat was getting
There we
depressing.
go.
There you go. That's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like angle him down so he bounces off the rock and is now underwater if possible. So that Kay might can talk to it.
Is this all one creature?
Huh?
Is this all one creature?
Not you. You can't really. You get from the outline. You can see the thing that's tying you up seems to be a separate entity. It's not physically connected to either of the other two. The orb is just floating over there.
Okay.
Nothing immediately obvious seems to be connecting them. Roll me.
Oh, right, my bad. Damage.
And how much is the additional damage for hitting a surface?
Let me see. Let me double check. It is if you push into an object or another creature, they take bludgeoning equal to charisma. So
Okay.
4. So it's an additional 4 damage.
All right.
There we go. So D10 plus 4. Oh wait, no, I don't have to roll that. Ignore the D4. Oh my god, what is with this roll?
You have rolled ones for damage. You need to get one of those weapons that lets you reroll ones.
Yeah, apparently. Or get the, isn't it like a lucky feat or something like that? Lets me do that?
There's one of those too.
There is
So
a
that...
Yeah.
4 damage? No,
Four.
no, 3 damage.
3 damage?
3 damage. Plus an additional 4, so 7.
7. Okay. You
So I bounce the orb underwater, if I can.
Well, if you bounce it to the water, it's not gonna go. It's not gonna hit a surface.
No, oh, okay.
If you're gonna hit it straight down, it'll hit the rock right at your feet, but it will be
Okay.
not in the water.
That's fine. We'll
Okay.
just bounce it off the ground.
So it clonks to the ground with a extremely loud tink happening both when your weapon impacting it and it smashing into the floor. You said it was 7 damage?
Yes.
Okay. As it smashes into the ground, both of the water creatures reel in pain.
Sounds
Alright.
like we found the monster core.
Yeah. Next I'm going to... I'm gonna bounce this orb again. With the Divine Smite this time.
Hold on, let me do math still.
It's bludgeoning too, if that matters.
Not specifically.
Okay.
words. 7. Why is my brain not good? That number. Okay, I got it. Go ahead.
Okay, that's 13.
Advantage.
Oh, plus advantage, right. I don't know what there it goes. 17.
That's a hit.
Okay. So this was Divine Smite.
Yep.
Is this thing considered to be a fiend or undead?
No.
Okay. And I don't add the 1d4. Okay, so that is 6 magical damage. 3 plus 2, so that's 5. That's 11 plus an additional 3. No, 4. Sorry. 4. Bludgeon. So that's 15.
15 total? Alright. Alright, as you golf swing it into the side of the pillar next to you, once again, both of the water creatures writhe and shriek. So much so that the one over here that's coiled around Beth actually releases her.
Oh, well, that saves the work I was about to do.
Yeah. So, Kay, you escape. You can move 5 feet in any direction. Which way do you want to go?
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
You don't want to move away from it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Let's see. Doctor's safe, it looks like. I want to move 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I within 10 feet of K from where I am? I can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were until you fell into the abyss. But,
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to get within 10 feet so she can't be grappled again.
Okay.
Besides that, I'm gonna keep vigil
Okay.
over the orb.
Go back to Water Weird A, which is that one. It's gonna try to immediately re-grab its lost victim.
Reaction, hit.
Oh, I'm still on you, but do you hit before or after it hits?
Once it moved into my range, I was gonna attack it.
Well, it didn't move.
Oh, it didn't move.
No,
Oh,
it's,
never mind
it's
then.
yeah. Okay, so you can't do that.
I forgot she didn't move away from it.
Yeah. Well, it has 10 feet of reach anyway. Even if she'd moved, it still could have hit her without moving. But anyway,
Gotcha.
but it rolled. That's an 11
For what?
AC. You
No.
no? Okay.
I'll be right back. I need to go step outside for a moment.
Okay. Salil.
I'll still be able to hear what you say, though.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna use my teleport here, right here, where Crimble had been standing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to stab the orb.
All right.
Tank it.
Oof, that's gonna hurt. It's an 18 plus 7, so 25.
Definitely a hit.
Alright, and I'm gonna use a... Let's see. I have the plus damage from my rogue skill.
The sneak attack.
And then I'm going to also use my Bardic Inspiration point to add more damage.
All right.
Now I am rolling... I think it is 46 plus the weapon damage. Yes, 46 plus weapon damage.
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
For 23 psychic damage.
Hot damn. There's no pluses on that. You'd add your dex mod still, don't you? For the
I guess,
basic
yeah,
part of the
that's
attack.
true. Yeah, so, I guess it's flat 30.
30? Okay. Alright. With a very dramatic, sweeping move, you, stab the orb into the ground, and your rapier pierces right through it and splits it clean in half. Both of the water creatures retch up and then melt back into the water as if they were never there.
Womp womp.
Dang it.
Anything in the gotcha chest right there? You know?
The what?
It opened up. I called it a gotcha.
Oh, I mean, it was just an altar over there that the orb was sitting on.
I mean, is the orb a gotcha ball, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Does the pet fall out?
No, it was a solid, like... Well, we'll get to...
The
Hold on,
anime
let me
figurine pops out.
get back to the proper music, which I'm trying to... Here we are.
What
Cut
you're
the-
saying is it's a dud. I understand.
Yeah, it was a bad pull, sorry. Alright, but we're not in... we'll go back to exploration out of turn mode. Alrighty then.
Can I still take the 2 halves of the pink pearl?
Sure.
Can I have half of that?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright, you divvy up 2 halves of an orb.
Does the orb
Yeah,
look crystalline in nature at all?
Well,
Like-
it was pink and it almost seemed to be a pearl, but after it's cracked in two, the color seems to fade out of it, and upon closer inspection, it seems to have simply been made of glass.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I figured. I figured that doing bludgeon might deal bonus damage or something.
The
You can have the whole thing if you want, Kay.
Not worth anything to you?
Not
Well,
worth
you don't-
anything to my patron.
he was hoping for gems.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait. I think I have something.
Do you?
I thought I got a ruby somewhere. Hold on, I'm looking at my list.
but Doc, from your position up there, you also noticed that skeleton that you saw before that was reaching to the statue. You, that hum in the back of your head again, you almost hear a sigh, and that statue crumbles to dust and wisps away.
That face.
So,
None of you
like
feel
a
that
soul?
presence. Yeah.
Okay.
The presence of the room that held heavy before seems to have simply moved on.
Can I do like a religion check or an arcana check?
Yeah, go for religion.
Not great. 9.
Slap you in the back for some guidance.
Oh yeah, there you go. The guidance.
Alright.
Another
Is that
D4.
I'll give you my last bardic inspiration as well to increase that.
So it's 11 and then...
Another
what's
8?
inspiration? So I'm at 11.
And then a D4 from Murphy.
He did that one already. So,
Oh, yeah.
all right,
Oh.
18.
all right.
Got
Well,
there.
you
Well,
almost
I want to give him guidance too, okay?
you don't
I
have
apparently
you don't
do
have
guidance.
wait, you have guidance.
Wait, do you have
I
guidance?
have guidance.
I don't-
yes.
You can't stack guidance, can you?
No.
I don't know if I've ever had 2
Yeah.
people with guidance as one. I don't think it works that way. Because otherwise every party would just always have guidance. There's everyone just like, yeah, do it this way, and succeed at everything.
Just everyone does group cats and everyone else gives us bonus 1d16.
It's just a gaggle of people telling you, no, do it, no, don't twist it to the right.
Yeah, so no, you have the main person be the bard, so they can just have all the stats.
And everyone
else
guides
just
the
has
bar.
the inspiration.
Hyper inspiration. Anyway, you have this tickle in the back of your head like you've heard of this before, and Salil kind of goes on and tells you what Gareth had told the party previously, that the Kuatoa have a sort of magic about them, even though their entire people are driven crazy from their servitude to the aboleths of old. And at this point, they're if they fervently believe something is a god, it will become one. From what you've witnessed, and you feel as if the last soul of this Kuo-toa was lingering, almost giving form to this old forgotten god of an old Kuo-toa tribe.
Gotcha.
But you feel now that it has passed on, and the glass bauble that they turned into a god has returned to being, just now a broken piece of nothing.
Well, team, we're God Slayers. Just want to say that. Put that on a resume.
Like the second so-called god we've killed so far.
Well, the other one only considered itself a god. Technically, this one was a technical god.
Okay, but we think that we killed 2 gods, okay?
Fair enough.
Alright. I feel a little down because I'm a little behind. I only have 1 god under my belt.
Yeah, well, you know. I mean, to be fair, the other one's not gonna stay dead. You can go down and have Kay pet the giant death snake again, and he'll probably get pissed off.
I mean, he might have learned his lesson from last time. Maybe he won't, attack us.
I
Yeah.
somehow doubt it. Sounds like he's done that a lot.
From the visions y'all got from the Myconids, you know that he, in fact, does not seem to learn much of a lesson from how many times he's died trying to get out of there.
I'm gonna pull up my compass
Mm-hmm.
and kind of tap it against my hand. Like, is this thing working? And I'll kind of get a feel of where what we're looking for is.
Let's see. Do I remember where the temple is? That's the question, isn't it?
I'm guessing it's to the bigger part of the map, but that's just me. The metagaming.
So let's see, from here. Alright. The compass seems to be warbling a little bit. It, the needle points first to the southwest, and then to the west, and then to the southwest, and then to the west, and then a second needle comes out and seems to shrug at you, and then the whole thing whips around and says, "Ask again later," and then disappears into nothing.
So I thought that I got a ruby earlier, but there's a ruby in the wand that summons... What's his name? Bill?
Oh, that was part of the wand. Okay. It was the wand of Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are nobility with your summoned servant. Understood. Understood.
To be fair, I was once a noble. Well,
Oh,
a bastard of a noble. Close enough.
gotcha.
Hey, they paid you to not tell that to anybody, by the way.
Oh,
No, they told me not to stick around.
Hmm.
So I'll say, I don't think it's here. I think it might be west of here.
Can
West is the village, isn't it?
No.
No.
West is actually, like, directly away from the village, almost.
Like, in the direction they were fleeing from earlier?
West was the direction they fled, yes.
Can we see all the way out? Well, I guess that's too far.
I mean, you can see about as far out as whatever your dark vision is.
I found more stairs.
So I found out my dark vision's actually 120 because I took the warlock.
Okay, so you can see out 120 feet.
Yeah.
But I guess, assuming you were stepping out back outside of this little cavern that y'all are in to look out there, that would, let's see, let's measure that, why not?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
So 120 would be 22 tiles, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So you would see roughly around out that far?
I mean, that's a pretty good distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know where the temple is. Again.
You too. Can you uninvisible my chicken?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I think that's the line of the session. Uninvisible my chicken.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright. So
How
there's
long-
nothing
how
else
long do
on
you
this altar
fly?
Then, right?
Like, can you still fly, or is that gone now?
My invisibility only lasts. Sorry, my flying lasts 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, alright. You can fly for a little bit longer then, I guess.
For a
I
little
have
bit,
fly
but-
too.
Ooh, we're fancy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a perception
You,
check and see what I can find around me.
Alright.
I'm not flying though. I just don't know how to make myself. Oh,
I critically failed.
you saw nothing.
Grizz unfortunately leaned into his transformation a little and found a bug on the ground, and that seems to be taking up his attention presently.
I
And
understand.
your attention is trying to get him to stop eating the bug.
Thank you. You know, we should rest. If we need
Should we?
to. I don't think we need to for me, but do you guys need to?
I mean, I guess I took some damage.
So you're down to 42. And you could probably short rest, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not talking about a long
Yeah.
rest.
That at least
Yeah, short rest is fine.
gives the warlocks their spells back alt to full, and
I didn't use any because I get to
You
cast
cast-
Fairy Fire once a day
Oh, well.
or once a
Yeah,
rest.
I
free.
didn't either. So it's not a spell thing.
oh, okay. Well, yeah, you can definitely just rest just to heal the one person that took the damage.
Is it because I was dumb and tried to talk to the
Uh,
god?
no, it was because
One
you
of
tried
these
to.
It's gonna work.
It was because you tried to snatch the thing, and then when you first tried to talk to it and it understood you, and then you zapped it with a spell and tried to talk to it again. It was the zapping it and then trying to talk to it again, I
I was
think.
trying to make it so we could see him.
You also
didn't
made it.
hurt him. It
You
wasn't
also gave it
damage.
vulnerability.
He was a scared boy. You like to be high?
It just didn't believe you. It took it. It believed you about as much
I
as
should've
those
just
people from
done
Mars Attacks.
Intimidation.
Don't
I have
run.
way better
We're your
intimidation
friends.
stats.
Yeah.
Because my persuasion stat is at
You're not
Just
trained
the-
in it.
yeah, it's just the +5, but my intimidation check is like a +8.
Yeah. Alright, but yeah, so you can use however many healing surges you want, or feel the need to get back to full, or wherever you feel comfortable. You should have your maximum amount. Should be 8.
So here's 1d8.
So what is that compass you had? It's acting all weird.
Oh, nothing? It's a broken compass. I found it on one of the ships down there, but to be fair, the one that's still floating.
Alright.
I'm at full HP again.
Alright.
I used 2.
Okay. Alright. So that will have worn out the 10 minutes of flying that you had, and yeah, y'all can do what you want to do again.
I want to find the temple.
Do you guys want to maybe continue heading north?
Gareth,
There's a path we could follow.
Gareth looks up from what he was checking in his notes. Well, you didn't find it in there, did you? Completely oblivious to everything that just happened.
As far as I'm aware, we didn't find a power source. Anybody else?
Well, we might have broken it.
What?
That's not it. Don't worry.
Huh.
It's fine. I'm sure you didn't want an elemental, controlling your ship anyways.
Hmm.
Let's go up the waterfall over here.
Gareth looks
I'm
like he
gonna
might have to
point-
think about that, but he doesn't argue.
I'm gonna point to the waterfall right here.
To be fair, if you could use an elemental as a power source to push your boat, that would be a pretty good power source.
Yeah.
It might be more efficient than like pumping it full of magic.
But it's slightly irrelevant now because they're those are dead.
That is to the north, though.
I'm gonna point and say we should go to this waterfall and climb up so we can get a better view
Gotcha.
of where it might be.
As far as distance goes, I will remind you, all of your dark vision only has so much range, so high ground can only help you so much. because eventually you just even the darkness is too much to see through.
It's over here. I see it.
Huh?
And in fact, I think
No.
that's too far for even us to see.
Yeah, no, you can't see that. Like I think he sees better than y'all, and even he couldn't see that far over there for that waterfall.
Yeah, I see 120, which I don't.
That's 22
I don't know how
tiles. 20.
that
It's
works.
22 tiles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
can see. It's a little far.
yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna start walking towards. Which
Something.
way?
I'm saying north. It's the only other path. Well, I guess we could keep going to the east, right? Actually,
East is
that
towards
actually might
the
be
edge
far
of the
enough.
map?
I could probably see the east edge, can't I? What
Oh.
is the tool you guys been using?
The bottom
That
right
yeah,
hand
that
corner?
bottom right under the where the water
And-
slider is. You can click the second one down there on the button that opens up, or you can use that one.
Yes,
the
that's
ball,
22
the ball
tiles.
Yeah, so you can see the edge of the cavern over there.
Okay, so I can actually see that now. Well, given that I can see that over there, I can see the edge. I don't. Can I guess, perception check to see if I see anything else over there?
Yeah, sure.
That will be a 17.
17. You can see what looks like some trees sticking up from behind the rock that catch your eye. That's definitely a different break in the terrain. But other than that, it just looks like more cavern. But there's definitely a tree right there.
You guys want to check out the trees? That probably shouldn't be here.
Trees and water. Yeah, sure. You wanna lead the way?
Sure. I mean, like, I'm not really that healthy, but I'll do it. I saw the way to the tree. Let's go.
Oh, are these trees over here?
Yeah.
I guess, what do we see?
So you see several trees growing on the sides of where the water seems to run down off a cliff through a hole, and you can actually, if you lean out real hard, you can actually see the Kuatoa village that you just left earlier.
Anything grow on these trees besides leaves?
There is definitely something growing on it.
I want to pick whatever's growing.
You take one of the round prickly things growing on the tree.
Devil fruits? Sorry.
No.
Do I know what this is?
You better hope it's not a devil fruit, because someone's gonna die. It's too much swimming involved today. Get rid of the tentacles. Give me a nature check, I suppose.
Oh no. That's an 8.
An 8. You'd have no idea what it is. It
Am I
almost
hungry?
it almost seems like a hard shelled. It looks like a fruit, but it feels like a shell.
Can I take a look, Kay?
Alright, well, hand him the.
I
I
slap
slap
him on the back for good luck.
More guidance.
More
Alright,
guidance.
Double guidance?
No double
You said we
guidance.
can't double guidance?
No double guidance. I'm pretty sure it doesn't stack.
What is it that I'm rolling? Investigation?
No, it's nature.
Nature. Let's see.
Can I guidance myself?
Well,
I believe you can.
Doesn't say you can't.
I'm pretty sure you can, actually.
I
Guidance
got
is what?
4,
4
and,
plus another 7.
it's,
You also do not know what the heck this is. You've never seen anything like it.
I'm gonna hold out my
hold on.
hand to take it back.
I'm from the Underdark. I will look at it. And I will roll. Nope, I have no idea at all. 0 idea.
But is that what you
But
tell
now-
them?
Hold on.
Is it a type of apple? You sure?
I'd say it's a type of pineapple you see. as I roll a 21.
On deception.
Love it.
All right. Well, I guess it's a pineapple.
I'm gonna cut
Even
it
though-
open with my dagger.
I mean, I'm hungry.
All right.
This is starving.
As you attempt to work it open with your dagger, it doesn't so much cut like a fruit as it cracks open more like a nut or an eggshell.
Oh no.
And inside of
Okay.
it it doesn't really have the consistency so much of a fruit as it almost feels like flesh.
Oh no.
I mean, fruits have flesh.
Yeah, but not that kind of flesh. The kind that you went to first before you had to
Is
make
it
that.
alive?
Oh, I mean, it's a fruit.
I mean,
I will hand half to Dr. Oakwood. What do you think? Should we try it?
what
I
does
was
it
waiting
look
for you to
like
give it to
on
me
the
to try
inside?
it first.
Yeah, we probably should give it to the guy that knows what he's doing. He said it's a pineapple.
I will
Desana?
Get a type of.
I will take another fruit down from the tree if I can reach one. Yes.
Sure. Yeah, they're actually quite plentiful.
I will cut it in half again, and I'll hand one half to each person.
All right. This new one, the flesh seems to almost have developed an eye at one end,
God.
and what appears to be a fin at the opposite end.
Oh no! Is it the Kuatoa? Do they grow in trees?
Or maybe they were sacrificed and that's the remnant?
I mean, you're pulling this off of branches, right? Like, you'd know it is, like, rope.
Okay, is the flesh inside loose? Can you eat it like an oyster?
Oh God.
It's sort of embedded. So the larger flesh seems to be surrounded by a sort of goo, almost like an egg yolk, but thicker.
Oh, this is
What's it smell
horrible.
like?
Okay.
Okay, I'm saying this now. This is worse than the flaming dick demon. Okay.
Is it though?
Is it though?
Is it though?
Yeah. At least from.
I don't think you were paying attention that much to Flaming Dick Demon,
Yeah.
but
I'm going to loosen it in the, I guess, shell with my dagger and then shoot it like an oyster.
All right.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like sushi.
Yeah, they're little baby kuatas.
Hold on. Go ahead and roll a.
Problem.
I need you to roll a d4 for me, please.
Oh no. Is she gonna be turned into a Kuatoa now?
You gain 8 temporary hit points.
Oh.
Oh, I feel stronger.
Yes.
I'm gonna cut as many of these as I can and put them in my backpack.
you're gonna start hatching in your bag.
I'm
Maybe
waiting to
the
the tree starts to bleed whenever you pull one of these fruit off.
I mean, there's definitely a fluid coming out of the stem.
How many of these can I take?
They're kind of big. Like they're somewhere right between a coconut and a grapefruit, somewhere in the middle of that. So they're not small and they don't squish. So just space-wise, you can maybe grab 5 of them comfortably for your bag. But
Can
your bag's
I grab
gonna
5
be,
for Crimble's bag?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, Crimble, put 5 in your bag.
He eyes you sideways while he does it.
I'm gonna split the one I have in my hand because I still have that half, right? I'll split it
Yeah.
with Grizz. Yeah.
All right.
So Grizz and I'll take a bite.
I need you to roll a d4 for you and Grizz.
Oh, is it gonna be different for each person?
Or maybe with each D4. But each
We both got
2 3s. Oh, alright. Okay, do you have a coin on hand?
yeah.
I can get a coin.
Just flip me a coin.
Or what about roll 1d6 to do evens odds?
Yeah, I can do that too.
Okay.
Alright, I'll have evens be heads, odds be tails.
Yeah, that works.
Tails.
Tails, okay. So, what are you wearing, per se?
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
What I'm wearing?
Yes, you're what kind of
what are you
clothes? Like, are
wearing?
you wearing, like pants? Is it like a robe? Is it a tunic? What are you...
It's like, think of like, just, pants and a shirt.
Pants,
it's a
shirt.
button-up shirt.
Okay.
You know? Like, I'm not wearing armor.
Alright.
Basically, it's just kind of
Yeah.
cloth.
That's just like cloth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With a loud ripping noise and a very uncomfortable feeling near the base of your spine, what appears to be a large fishtail sprouts out above your ass. It's not comfortable.
What happens to the chicken?
While you're in the, looking at that, you also look over and notice that, your Grizz no longer looks like a chicken. He's now flopping on the ground like a fish with wings. And he also still has the chicken beak.
I just imagine the flying fish from Mario. The
The cheap chips.
forgot what they're called.
The cheap
I
chips.
have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Since Grizz can transform,
hmm
can you get rid of it?
You can try to get him to do it.
Grizz, put yourself together. Come on. Be a chicken of many means.
He turns back, he sort of turns back into a chicken, except now he has a fish head and his wings are fish fins.
So he's a
Not bad.
fish.
He's
Not
kind of,
bad.
sort of
With
trying
legs.
not to be a fish and not quite succeeding.
Okay. Can I keep having trying until he's at least flightable?
He can keep trying. Eventually, you get to some form that has enough of a wing and enough small of a space. He ends up, his feet have been replaced with multiple fishtails. But, he has two wings on a sardine-esque body that has a chicken face at the end of it.
Looking good, buddy. Looking good.
I'm going to vomit over the side.
Are you
From
gonna
watching
eat
this.
yours?
No, I will not. Not after watching that.
Can I have his?
He already ate it.
No! Chad said he didn't eat it.
Oh, that. I thought you meant the one that he...
No, Salil was not going to eat hers.
So are you handing it over? She's asking you for it.
Yes,
Oh.
Salil hands it back to you.
Okay, I'll do the same thing and shoot it like an oyster.
Oh, God.
I
Alright, roll me the
vomit again.
d4.
Do I sense magic on me? Like,
Yes.
like an effect?
Oh no! It was a 3?
Kay, you also give me the d4 for the
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 D6
coin flip.
for odds and even?
yeah whatever.
Okay, so even heads, odds, tails again.
Do you guys want me to try
Odd.
dispelling magic?
So yeah, Kay, you also you're under your coat, you hear a loud rip and an uncomfortable sensation as a large, like almost like a mermaid tail grows out from the base of your spine.
Wait, so she has legs and a mermaid tail?
Yeah, no, it's not replacing your legs. It's like a long, think like a mermaid tail, but it's growing out of your back.
That's amazing. Okay,
She probably is gonna want to keep it now.
alright. We got this. Let's get away from the trees now. Even though there's 2 other things that I need to know what happens.
So can I take a couple as well? I'll just stash these away for later.
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
Can take up to 5.
then I'll take 5.
Alright.
No reason not to.
Exactly. So, you never know, man.
question,
Uh-huh.
Does the extra fin make her more mobile in the water?
One
Not
might
that
assume
she-
such a thing.
I guess, are we gonna test to find out?
I jump in the water. I gotta know if my mermaid tail works.
Your fishtail very much almost feels natural to you. It's like your brain knows how to swim better.
I don't know where my person is. Where's my person?
You're right here next to
Alright.
the trees.
Ah!
You in fact have 10 extra feet of swim speed. While having this tail.
What are you saying?
Alright, so I got I have 5 odd fish fruit. Got it. Let's do this.
I call them Kuatoa fruit.
Well, that's nice and all, but Beth, your character seems to have disappeared into infinity.
No, I'm holding her.
Are you? Oh, okay. That's why I can't find it, I guess.
I'm swimming.
Oh.
My mermaid tail.
I cannot see you. Where the hell did you swim?
Here.
Oh, there you are.
Way
Okay, I found
far
you.
away.
You went way over there. That's why I couldn't find you. Okay.
Well, you said it feels natural, so I was like, from.
Yeah. Alright. So, yeah.
Are you telling me Grizz is now a flying fish?
Yes.
He can fly and then swim?
Yes.
I love it.
At least for now.
Wait, does that mean they move even faster when I'm near them? Because
I mean, if you add swimming speed, then yes, it would be cumulative.
Is there anything over here? We haven't been over here yet.
Let's see. Oh. How far did you swim over here?
Oh, what do you mean? I've been over here the whole time.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I was going around this middle thing.
Okay, I mean, you don't see anything in the water. Are you only
I see
looking in the
something up
water?
Yeah.
I think we should head that
Ah,
way.
you find a, it's a large urn that seems to be filled with, some shifting substance you can't seem to identify.
Cut
Yeah.
that sauce.
For the Kuatilo Oh my god.
Special sauce.
Hey, does anyone know what this is? I'm gonna yell back at you guys. I don't even know if you can hear me from here.
I don't.
We
Also,
can't.
I don't even know if
I
you
don't
can
think we
see
can
me.
see you either.
Yeah, they definitely can't see you. They could probably hear a faint echo. I don't know if it's worth effective communication, but...
I'll wipe my mouth off.
What?
Start walking along.
yeah, I'm gonna walk around with my fish swagger. Let's do it.
Fish swagger, yes. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, looks like the captain's found something.
I should have the ability to see out for most of this.
Like, you can definitely see from where you are to where she is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, anyway. I'll double check, I guess, before I talk out of my ass. No, it's only 14 spaces. You're good. So you especially can definitely see. Is everybody else 60 feet?
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah,
what, 10, 12. Oh, yeah, so all of y'all except Gareth. I guess Gareth can see the light anyway.
I can actually
He's
see the
stumbling
waterfall.
around in the dark with us. Because Kay left him.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see the bottom of the waterfall over there.
Okay, good.
Oh god. What time is it?
It is 8:35. Alright, since one of us has already gone to the bathroom, I suppose I also will do the same for the moment.
Bio break.
So, yep, if everybody needs to go, now's the time. I will be back in a moment. Alright, we're back. Everybody else here? Nobody else here, really?
Yes, we're here.
Yeah, Beth and I were talking.
Oh, okay. Alright.
We're waiting on 2 more.
Yep.
I hate ants. Ugh, that was good.
Is it ants?
Yeah, I got eaten up outside
Oof.
yesterday.
Oh yeah, you said you stepped in an ant pile.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't so much an ant pile. I was moving the. We have a pallet that was left outside, and apparently ants built a nest, a hive, whatever you want to call it, a pile underneath the pallet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
I'm
Okay.
back. Just need one more.
I unfortunately won't be able to play too much longer. Maybe like another half hour, 45 minutes. And then
That's fine. We only really play for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
or
three's
something.
pretty average for us. Sometimes we'll cut 2 if we someone really has
If
to
we
go
start
somewhere or
too
something,
late
or
or
if we start
something.
too late. On a like our longest one, I think has gone for 6, but we don't do that often. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
no.
okay,
Welcome back.
all right. So we can probably finish up whatever we're finding here then before we can call it. So all right.
Did anybody do anything when I got up to use the restroom, or?
No, we all went to the bathroom when you got up. So
Okay.
all right.
So, anybody know what this stuff is? I'm assuming you guys all came to the cauldron.
Can I send Grizz in order to go take a look?
Sure.
Alright.
He has a little bit of trouble flying. It's a little awkward. He kind of has an urge to dip into the water on the way, but he makes it over there.
Can have a bath when he gets home.
Alright.
What does he see? Or I should say, what should I see?
Yeah. So you see what seems to be an urn with some strange flowing substance filling it to the top. It swirls and bubbles, but it never splashes. And it doesn't. There's no residue on the sides when you see it lap up and down inside the urn, but also you can't see through it either. And at the same time looks extremely thick and viscous while also seeming like the most fluid thing you've ever seen.
So it's dip. Got it.
Soy sauce. Got it.
Okay. I'll tell everybody else that that's what I'm seeing.
Right.
It looks like Kay, you came up onto the rock as well.
Yeah, I'm looking right into it, right next to it.
It's only a matter of time before she touches it, so do what you want to do now.
He is not incorrect.
I'll come and join you on the island.
Alright.
What is it? What happens when I enter the water?
You also you feel as if you've as if swimming has suddenly always been second nature. You almost feel like you're more comfortable in the water than on land. If not for the fact that you can't quite breathe underwater, you'd almost want to still stay down there anyway.
Ugh, feels odd.
Mhm.
It's so right.
And he is so right. It just adds to mine, man. I can already breathe under there.
Yeah, see, for me, I'm the opposite. I have an earth djinn as my patron. So,
Don't let
earth
her
and
know.
water. I know, she'll be mad. Cheating on her? Jesus.
Oof. Alright. Anybody else moving over there or doing anything from the other side?
Alright, I think I'll stay over here.
Okay. Crumble?
I don't have a fishtail.
Yeah, I'm with her.
You're over there with her?
Yep.
I assume I'm just gonna have to do that for you.
Since
There
we're
you go.
standing over the cauldron, I'll take out my glaive and like kind of stick part of the blade into the viscous, strange fluid
Mm-hmm.
to see what happens.
All right. You stick your glaive into the liquid, and it goes through, and it feels strange as you're dipping it in there. It's as if you're dipping it into empty space. You can't feel any resistance as you push it down in there.
Okay, what happens when I pull it out?
You can't. After pushing it down against no resistance, your weapon now seems as it's almost as if it feels like trying to pull a tree rooted in the earth. There is no give.
What if we pour out the contents into the water?
I start to get angry, and I grip the glaive with both my hands. I stand on top of the what is this? The cauldron. I stand on top of the cauldron.
Yeah.
And I'm just hugging, pulling as hard as I can, like I'm trying to pull the fucking sword from the stone.
Yep. Give me a strength check.
All right.
Come on, one.
And I slap my back for guidance.
All right.
With my freakishly long arms, I can do that.
All right.
Can you guidance yourself?
We haven't said no, so it's a
Well, now that if we're asking the question, then I should
just curious.
probably check. Go ahead and roll it as if you're doing it.
I
And
mean,
just
but
keeping.
if not, I'll give him guidance.
Oh, you also have, yeah. So it doesn't matter, but I do want to look it up because we're using a lot of guidance, and I want to make sure we're not doing it wrong.
21 plus 2 is 23.
It's a touch spell.
Exactly, that's why I'm
I mean, you
patting myself on the
can
back.
definitely touch yourself. There doesn't really.
Ah.
The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of choice and roll the die before or after making the ability check, and the spell then ends. That's all it says. It doesn't
Yeah.
specifically say you can't
Like I
stack
said,
them.
it doesn't say you can't.
Doesn't say
do
you
it
can or
yourself.
can't. It doesn't even mention it. I'll look into that further in a minute. So sorry, what did you roll?
23.
A 23.
17
Uh,
plus 4.
You pull, it almost starts giving you some give. You feel yourself pulling slightly out of it. And then you see the liquid forms hands and starts reaching up and starts pulling it back in further.
Mimic. Mimic.
No, it's mine! I pull harder.
Alright, give me one more strength check.
I reach behind my back
I
and pat
wish-
myself again.
Wait. Man, I wish I could. Actually, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I guess. Okay. So
Nat
I have an
20.
ability. Oh, well, never mind.
Alright.
Nat 20 plus 3 plus 2. It's 25.
Alright, you manage to slip your weapon out of the grip of the strange fluid with such force that you fall backwards on your ass. And you notice that the cauldron doesn't move from any of this movement happening.
My glaive. As I attach it back to my back.
As you look back from putting it back on your back, you notice the hands start to reach out toward as if they're stretching toward the glaive. And you hear a voice. You dare take back a gift once given?
I look at Kay, and I look back. It's like, what if we had other gifts? I need this one to survive.
Let me see.
Are you offering anything quickly? Because the words do not seem to be...
I'll take out a fruit and drop it in the barrel.
The liquid turns green and boils, and it doesn't so much splash as it seems to extend out of the cauldron into the air in a writhing fashion as it sucks back down. And the voice says, "One cannot offer that which has been given before. Do our
Okay.
gifts displease you so that you would throw them back?"
Oh, it's a gift from that? Okay.
Ah. Maybe he gave the seed to make the tree.
I didn't know. I'm sorry for making you upset. I'm guessing we can all hear him.
I'm
Yes,
gonna put
you all can hear.
regular large fish in there.
Okay. Mundane, natural food. What do you seek?
Holy crap. Not really.
Surprise me.
We seek passage to the temple.
No.
This-
No. I gave the gift. What is the thing we're looking for? We seek an unlimited power source.
You may not like what you find. And out of the rising out of the fluid is a signpost on a wooden stick with an arrow, and it points. Where is that? Right there, southwest of here in that direction.
I also pull out one of my javelin.
Hola!
What's going on, Noe?
Just wanted to say hi and bother y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. I pull out one of my javelin and I stick it into the cauldron.
Oh, that's not where I thought it was gonna go.
Sharp,
I guess where?
pointy. What?
Where do you usually stick your javelin at, Murphy?
That's okay. We can't talk about that on stream. That's not appropriate. Oh.
I'll let
Alright. Let her know it. The weapon, pointy, sharp, defense, protection. What do you seek?
I seek nothing, merely giving back what I have taken. A gift freely given as payment for another.
Alright. The let's see. Roll me a persuasion check on that.
Are you really? What are you really gonna take my glaive from me?
Yes.
My glaive.
It was about to not be if you hadn't rolled a crit.
Is it persuasion? Slap myself for guidance.
Just right in the face.
8 plus 1, 9. I should have a good persuasion. Let's see. That is 16.
A 16.
Yes.
No. You seek to protect. Take. Reach inside.
I do as the cauldron says.
You reach inside. Once again, you feel no resistance as your hand enters the fluid, and into the palm of your hand is pressed into a solid object.
I pull it out.
All right. You pull out what appears to be something javelin-shaped before, but it seems a little bit more, like it has that ring handle on the end. It looks more like a harpoon now.
Okay.
It's definitely been modified. It's almost a bone white color in but it definitely feels sturdier than something made of natural bone. It's not made of wood like the javelin was.
So it's like a bone harpoon?
As far as you can tell at first glance, anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna write down bone harpoon ?
I want to put in the candle.
No. Get one gift, one offering, one person. You must move on.
Okay. I hand Dr. Oakwood the candle to give the cauldron.
Yeah, I'm down.
All
Do
right.
this.
Oh yeah, no, you're gifted. They rejected. Right. Okay, fair enough. You're gonna throw in the candle.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll do that for Kay.
Magic, power, sight beyond sight. What do you seek?
I look over at Kay.
Well,
Find a piece of guidance.
whatever you want, man. It was just a candle that it was like my magic lantern. It worked underwater.
Gotcha. So I'll turn back to the cauldron. I'm looking for gemstones.
I'm looking for something to appease my master. Something shiny and of rock.
Valuables, payment for service rendered. And, reach inside.
Alright. If you insist, I'll I'll roll up my sleeve and then put it in there.
Yep. So you reach in and you also feel there's no resistance. Your hand doesn't feel like you're even it's like moving in air. There's no wet residue, but you feel something initially soft but with weight to it pressed into the palm of your hand.
Alright.
And you pull out a sack. A small leather sack. Within which is 3 opals.
Ah.
Each about the size of, say, the end of your thumb.
Alright. Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
Do you have a name?
Trade. No. No names. Taken. Only the trade. Only the gift.
And if you've been taken, can we bring you back?
No. Bound. Stay. Never leave. Never stop.
To be fair, I didn't get a gift. All I got was a signpost.
That was a gift. You asked for guidance, and it was granted.
Got knowledge. Knowledge was your gift.
I mean, I asked for
You asked for guidance.
unlimited.
No. You asked for
I mean,
guidance.
if you
You
feel
asked for
slighted-
guidance. You asked for guidance to unlimited power.
Okay, and it just pointed.
It pointed.
the direction.
It
of the
pointed
temple.
that way, and it said you might not like what you find.
You know, it could have given us at least the distance. I mean, like, what if we have to walk that way like 100 miles?
It doesn't seem to be that specific with its halting speak pattern.
What would happen if we tipped this over into the water?
I'm not sure you can, because remember, I was standing on top of the fucking thing, pulling with all of my weight, and it didn't budge.
Who needs to move this? We'll just break the rock underneath it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it just floated in the air.
Well, I'm actually asking the cauldron if it'll answer, but like...
No. Mustn't move. Mustn't break.
Okay.
Payment will be severe. Payment will be steep.
If I take a cup of the whatever the liquid is. Can I talk to you again?
Cannot move, cannot leave.
That was my idea, but then he tried to take his glaive, and I was like, I don't want to stick my hand in there with a freaking glass jar.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, if that's the case.
Actually, if I lose my hand, I could then wear the claw.
Oh my god.
But he won't give me another gift, so there's really no point.
If you had something else, I don't know if Grizz counts as a person.
I call the captain over. Captain, we have something you might be interested in.
Well, no.
No?
If you offer it something, it will give you something in return. We have knowledge. We have items. Perhaps it might give you something you want as well.
He actually will swim over. He sniffs at it. He kind of kicks at the leg of the cauldron, which doesn't budge. You sure about that?
I show him my bone harpoon thing.
That's odd. He pokes at it, pricks his finger on the end of it. And then he thinks to himself for a second. And he holds out the pricked finger and drips his own blood into the cauldron.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Life force, self-sacrifice. Are you willing to trade? It echoes that very, very much deeply, much more deeply than it the rest of the voice has talked, and he kind of backs up a bit, and instead he takes a cigar out of his coat and throws that in instead. Bad habits, poison. What do you seek? Yeah. A light? And another hand of the liquid comes out with a lit match, and then lights the same cigar and gives it back to him. Thank you. He puffs on his cigar, and then looks over and realizes he's gonna have to swim to get off of this little rock again. I need a minute.
I offer him a Kuatoa fruit.
No, I'll pass. I'll pass on the flesh fruits.
I can teleport you to the other side if you'll let me.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir, I'd be much appreciative.
I tap him, and I just, as long as he's accepting, it'll teleport him.
Alright, good. Poof. He's happily sitting and puffing on his cigar now over
I
there.
really kind of wish he had continued to trade with those
Yeah.
blood.
I really wish he would have too. Okay, what about
God.
Yeah, Salil would have swam over with the captain. So
Okay.
fine, I'll swim over with you. And I'll drop in my spare rapier.
The regular one?
The regular one, yeah.
Alright. Weapon protection. Death. What do you seek?
Let's see. I seek a vial of poison so that my, the sting of my blade will bite even deeper.
Alright. This can be done. Request is granted. Reach inside.
And I'll,
Watch it stabs you with the poison. Your blood is now the poison.
I'll reach in.
Alright.
It eats me after everyone else has gone through.
You feel a sharp prick on the back of your hand that causes you to recoil back.
Well,
Oh, was I right?
Upon inspecting your hand, you feel a strange sensation, as if something that's been able it's almost, and then a feeling as if it's been there the whole time. Your flesh seems to warp slightly, and a barbed stinger extends out of the top of your wrist over your hand, far enough out that you can actually it reaches between your fingers to where you can hide it, where it ends at a point.
you telling me he grew his?
That's so fucking cool.
A scorpion stinger? That's pretty cool.
You now feel at will you can retract and extend this stinger out of your wrist,
Okay.
and you can make a basic unarmed attack with it. That it would be 1d4 physical piercing damage and 2d8 poison damage. And you can make that attack a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus until you have another long rest.
You should go into one point of monk, so that you can do a free unarmed strike.
More multi-class.
Oh, my lord.
I mean, I can already attack twice with the rogue stuff.
Yeah.
Technically, it's just I would lose the ability to re-hide or anything like that.
Yeah. You probably don't want to extend too much and to be able to spam attack with it constantly. You can only make three. You can only do 3 a day right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be slightly unhelpful, especially if you can already attack twice anyway.
Still pretty cool. So after that's done, I asked the cauldron, "Is there anything else that can be done for you?"
No. One gift, one sacrifice, one person.
Anybody haven't made their sacrifice yet?
I think that's it.
That was
I
everybody.
think all of us have done it.
Yeah, everybody.
I mean,
Everybody did it.
Wait! Your imp.
Yeah, my imp technically
I
has
just-
speech and whatnot.
Nah, he's bound to you. Since he's bound to you, he's not his own person enough to be able to
Yeah.
count.
Oh, wait! What about the thing in your safe space?
That's not a
What?
person.
Bill's not a person?
No, not Bill.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, Bill, good point.
Oh. Oh, poor Bill.
I mean, technically,
okay.
Bill's not a person either.
Well, I
So,
think it depends on the DM. Is Bill a person?
I mean,
I have what I want to wish for since I wished for the thing that we needed for the quest. I know what I want to wish for. I just have to give him something to give it. I take out the wand. And I
Okay.
summon Bill.
okay.
Oh. I was gonna say you should have Bill take the wand and put it into the cauldron.
That's dangerous.
I don't know if that kills him, though. You know what I mean?
Bill pops into existence.
I'm like,
Ugh. What's going on now?
Hey,
you need
hey,
something,
Bill.
lady.
I
So this
just
is the
need you to
man's-
do something for me.
Okay.
I need you to put half the glass pearl, right? That's what I'm gonna give him.
Okay.
We have both halves. You have the glass
I'm,
pearls.
I'm gonna give him half.
Okay.
And when he asks you what you want, tell him you want a chicken that lays golden eggs.
Oh my god.
Bill?
Who? What?
The
What's that?
cauldron. Put this.
He takes
She hands
it.
it to him. Into the cauldron.
Oh, all right. He drops the bead into the fluid. Aspect of divinity, powers of heaven taken from earth. What do you seek?
Bill? Tell them you want a chicken that lives forever and lays golden eggs.
I would like a chicken that lays golden eggs and is immortal. The pot goes silent for a moment.
I'm waiting for the bot to go, are you serious? Completely different voice.
Hey y'all, I actually need to go. I'll be here next time.
All right, we'll probably call it after this anyway. So,
Yeah,
Yep.
I gotta go do dinner.
all right.
Playing.
Later.
Thanks for playing.
Look forward to next week.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Have a good night.
Good
2
night.
weeks.
Alright. I do not seem to be able to grant this prop. Weird static. It's breaking up.
I think you broke it.
Suddenly, with a loud pop, a golden egg pops up into the air. Bill manages to catch it before it hits the ground. The pot has gone silent.
Okay.
It's just
So
a
does-
egg room. Good, so good.
Can I have that, Bill?
Of course, milady. Hands you the egg.
Okay. Thank you for helping. I'm gonna send you back so you're not in danger.
Oh, okay, my lady.
Okay, and I'll
And Bill's gone.
I was kind of expecting to be more blasé. He's like, thank you, Bill. Dismissed. Waved the
Poof.
wand.
Does the golden egg feel magical?
It feels, in fact, exactly identical to the previous golden egg that you already have.
Question: is it the same golden egg as the one previous? Is her original one still in her bag?
No, she has both. She can
Okay.
check and she's checking. She's holding them both. They both look the same. They both feel the
I
same.
wonder if I could hatch it.
They're both ambiguously weird. You can't really sense anything, but you can't not sense anything. It's a weird feeling.
I hold out the bone harpoon thing out to Kay and ask, my lady, is there something magical about this?
Do I feel anything about his thing?
What are you doing? Are you touching it, or are you just
Yeah.
trying to? Okay. As you touch it, it extends out. A seam suddenly comes into existence around the middle of it, and it extends out and shoots out on what appears to be a chain made of the exact same
Oh.
substance the rest of it is.
I would
shoots-
say it's a little magical.
It shoots out about 30 feet, and then suddenly it's like just rockets and ratchets itself back as if it was never. And you can see no seam, and and it's back to being a perfectly sturdy thing again.
It's a grappling hook!
Yep, well, that answers your question.
So that's a magical weapon.
Alright.
It counts as a spear, basically. It's a harpoon, but it counts.
Okay.
The stats are the same as a spear. You can throw it, but instead of throwing it, you also, as a bonus action, you can pseudo throw it, and instead of actually letting it go, you just let it fly out, and it has a range of 30 feet. And you can.
Does that do more damage the further away you are if you were to hit somebody with it?
No, but it just gives him. It does give him a ranged move that he can grapple things and pull them in with it.
There. Do I know how eggs hatch?
Well, they open after a state of incubation, and then something usually...
Do I know how to incubate an egg?
What's your intelligence? What's your nature? Are you proficient in nature at all?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and say you probably don't really know the specifics of incubating an egg. You probably know that birds sit on them and keep them warm until they hatch, and you've kept one of them solidly in a backpack that's been swimming through
damn it,
freezing cold
Darth.
water.
Freaking left. I was gonna
He's
ask
the
him if
expert on
Blizz could
birds.
sit on the...
Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out another time, because I suppose we'll go ahead and call it there since we're already down a person, and that's as far as that encounter is going to go anyway.
Okay. So, can you say that stuff about?
Well, let me close down the stream, and then I'll go
Yeah,
into the
sure.
details. All right, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll pick this up again in 2 weeks, and I will see y'all tomorrow.